Test. Test, test. Hello, Mitch. Hello, Mitch, please. What up, Bob? What up, everybody? Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. Yes, it is your boy, and I am live. We're going to take a look at some tracks today within the trap genre. Trap tracks. I'm supposed to have a recording session tonight, but instead we're gonna mix some songs from home, and these are already like partially mixed, so I'm just gonna kind of reorganize and finalize them for his album that's coming out. This is Lucid Kai. You can find him. I'll type his artist name up in the chat as well. You can find him later. He's doing some really cool stuff. I've been working with him for over a year, and he comes in every single week consistently. So that means he comes in and does at least 2 songs every week. So I have over 100 songs from him, and so as far as like recording goes, but as far as like for mixing, this is kind of like the second round. We made an album, I mixed an album for him, and he decided he wanted to change out some of the songs, so now we're doing a few new songs. So we're kind of remixing some of these. These are really simple sessions. All of these songs are like 2-track beats, so it's not complicated at all. I should be able to get through at least 3 or 4 before midnight, where I'm kind of like clocking out with all this stuff. Again, thanks for joining us, and if you're watching right now on Instagram, come join us on Twitch. Twitch is the full live experience. If you're on YouTube, what's up, D Tone Smith? How you been? I've been good. Let's do this. Yeah, let's mix some music. Come join us on Twitch, my guy. There's more viewers on Twitch. There's more conversations happening on here, so we're really excited. And with me, do you want to introduce yourself? Come say hi.
What's good, y'all? My name's Riley. I'm an intern here for Dee Kei in the Mix Studios, and I'm just here to learn, just like the rest of y'all, man.
So
watching the GOAT.
There you go. And Riley, so what we're going to do is we're going to have you, if you want, if I miss any chats or any questions on the stream, you can call them out for me, stop me, call them out for me, as well as if you have any questions that you want to ask, because more questions that you ask and the more that I talk, it's going to better help our listeners. So just feel free to join in.
I have it right here too. So.
Yeah, and the only thing is when you put the mic down, just don't point it at the speakers.
Yeah, you were.
How do you like the color? We got some new lights, and I'm going to get even another light as well later, but the color should be a little bit better in here. And I'm going to get a new keyboard as well in a couple months. So this will be fun. Let's go back to the screen here. What up, what up? All right. Is that you? C42. Riley just joined in. What's up, Riley? Vibey, what's up, Mitch? All right, here's how we're gonna do this. I'm gonna play the song. Let me mute some of this other stuff. I'm gonna mute that sort of stuff. We're gonna play the artist is not Caden Corbett. I'm gonna change it to artist is Lucid Kai. There you go. That should be better. Can I like move it around? Is that the best spot for it? I'm not quite sure where the best spot for it is, but that's about right. All right, we're gonna take a listen to this song from the top. We already have a limiter on, and we just wanted to sound slightly better. So this one's called Halo. Okay, so let's listen to it from the top. Here it is.
Yeah. Dance with me, baby. Dance with me, will you? Dance with me, baby. Dance with me, will you? No, for real though. I like this slow dance too. I see so many demons. I'm the only one with a halo. Bro say he be riding with a Draco. Memories of you, I can't let go. I be scheming. I can't fall, I can't forget what I believe in. They say they love you, but they hate you for no reason. Live to my word, I do my best to keep it decent. Oh, I mean it. They ain't talking about no money, get deleted. We done grew up on them niggas like a fetus. I only give them 3 stripes like Adidas. I put my heart into the game, you can keep it. Sacrifice on sacrifice, that's how I deal. If I ain't tell you how I feel, how you know how I feel? I put my peace in positive, bitch, that's just how I deal. They want me to think before I move since I signed the deal. I call my bro and he don't pick up, wonder how he feel. We done moved 3,000 miles away, but I'm still here. I remember stressing too much, I couldn't even get a bill. I put a magic trick about the hat, Holyfield. That's how it started, but this is how it's going. We the ones with the motion. I put in my emotions. Sorry I left you open. Whole time I was left wide open. My heart skipped a beat and I noticed. I see so many demons. I'm the only one with a halo. Bro say he be riding with a Draco. Memories of you I can't let go. I be scheming. I can't fall, I can't forget what I believe in. They say they love you, but they hate you for no reason. Live to my word, I do my best to keep it decent.
Alright, so that's the song that we're going to mix today. So usually when we do these like remixes, so we've already kind of like slightly mixed it down, like done a rough mix during the session, so it's gotten to a point where it's like decent. So whenever we do these sessions and whenever I mix these songs for Lucid specifically, we say, you know, we do as little as possible and we just want to enhance it, get it louder without doing too much more to it. Every time I've done a little bit more to it, he has some comments, so we want to do the least amount possible. So the first thing that we do is I'm going to take off like my tracking template stuff, and I'm literally just going to, what did I, okay, yeah, I'm literally just going to start turning things off and move things around. Like for example, I'm going to convert this to a routing folder, put all these vocals in here. Yeah. And then we'll do that. And then we're going to go from there. We're going to move things around, kind of maybe add some buses here and there. But yeah, I'm just going to kind of settle in and get mixing on these things.
How I feel, how you know how I feel. I put my peace in positive, bitch, that's just how I deal. They want me to think before I move since I... Nah, for real though. I like to slow dance too sometimes. I see demons with a halo. Bro say he be riding with a Draco. Memories of you. Memories of you, I can't let go. I be scheming. I can't fall, I can't forget what I believe in. They say that
filter freak would sound nice here, some sort of like flanger type thing, make it go left and right. Let's see some like... I wanted to go left and right. Other. There we go. Yeah. I think that's cool.
Live to my word, I do my best to keep it decent. Memories of you, I can't let go.
This is like my like ad lib preset here.
Memories of you, I can't let go.
If you're gonna clip anything and save any settings, it's this one.
Oh, I mean it. They ain't talking about no money, get deleted. We done grew up on them niggas like a fetus. I only give them 3 stripes like Adidas. I put my heart into the game, you can keep it. Sacrifice on sacrifice, that's how I deal. If I ain't tell you how I feel, how you know how I feel? I put my peace in positive, bitch, that's just how I deal. They want me to think before I move since I signed the deal. I call my bro and he don't pick up, wonder how he feel. We done moved 3,000 miles away, but I'm still here. I see so many demons. I'm the only one with a halo. Bro say he be riding.
Alright, we're gonna get some mid-range out here.
Memories of you, I can't let go. I be scheming. I can't fall, I can't forget what I believe in. They say they love you, but they hate you for no reason. Live to my word, I do my best to keep it decent. Oh, I mean it. I'm the only one with a halo. Bro say he be riding with a Draco. Memories of you, I can't let go. I be scheming. I can't fall, I can't forget what I believe in. They say they love you, but they hate you.
Alright, and then we're gonna do something. What is this?
I'm the only one.
Oh, that's cool, but we're gonna use my favorite. This is like my favorite, like very mute type compression on a vocal. The first round,
I'm the only one with a halo.
easily like my
Bro
favorite.
say he be riding with a Draco.
On like punch
Memories
mode.
of you, I can't let go. I be scheming. I can't fall, I can't forget what I believe.
Usually I compress on the way in as well with my like favorite compressor. I have one of the most underrated compressors, outboard compressors of all time, is a company called Golden Age. They make a compressor here. I'll pull it up on the screen. They make a compressor. That looks like here. No, yeah. This compressor here is one of the best. It's only $600 brand new. It's one of the best outboard compressors. It's in 2U, but like a half mount, half rack style. We use this in Studio B. So right now it was going to like Neve 1081 type preamp into this, but now it's going into API 512 into this. And this thing is just so immaculate and clean, and it makes everything sound so smooth. The compression is so nice. So everything in here, all the vocals are compressed on the way in. So I don't want to do too much more, but this is a really good like tone shaper.
I see so many demons. I'm the only one.
And with his voice, he's got so much resonance in his voice that like it's almost like distorting the entire time, which is crazy because it's not actually distorting. That's just his voice being really weird.
I see so many demons. I'm the only one with a halo. Bro say he be riding with a Draco. Memories of you, I can't let go. I be scheming. I can't fall, I can't forget what I believe in. They say they love you, but they hate you for no reason.
This is like my favorite saturator on vocals right now. I've been using this a lot.
Oh, I mean it. They ain't talking about no money, get deleted.
So apparently Comp 3A is not that much different. It's the same optocell unit, so it's like it's literally just tube or solid state from what I understand.
So many demons. I'm the only one with a halo. Bro say he be riding with a Draco. Memories of you, I can't let go. I be scheming. I can't fall, I can't forget what I believe in. They say they love you, but they hate you for no reason. Live to my word, I do my best to keep it decent. Oh, I mean it. They ain't talking about no money, get deleted. We done grew up on them niggas like a fetus. I only give them 3 stripes like Adidas. I put my heart into the game, you can keep it. Sacrifice on sacrifice, that's how I deal. If I ain't tell you how I feel, how you know how I feel? I put my peace in positive, bitch, that's just how I deal.
And I always use like on vocals, I love the tape or the usually actually all 3 of these work on different types of vocals.
So many demons. I'm the only one with a halo. Bro say he be riding with a Draco. Memories of you, I can't let go. I be scheming. I can't fall, I can't forget what I believe in.
I know that's annoying.
But they hate you for no reason. Live to my word, I do my best to keep it decent.
Ooh, let's change that note too.
Live to my word, I do my. But they hate you for no reason. Live to my word, I do my best to keep it decent.
Keep you Dee Kei. Sorry, that was dumb.
This.
There we go. That fixed that note.
Keep it my best to keep it decent. Oh, I mean it. They ain't talking about no money, get deleted. We done grew up on them niggas like a fetus. I only give them 3 stripes like Adidas. I put my
let's clean up that one too. Sometimes this golf boss doesn't work as awesome as it sounds. Sometimes it just doesn't work that much, but we'll find out. I'll like bypass it and like turn it off. But let me clip.
I only give them 3 stripes like it. We done grew up on them niggas like a fetus. Give them 3 stripes like Adidas. We done grew up on them niggas like a fetus. I only give them 3 stripes like Adidas.
Okay, yeah, let's get that in there. Oh, wrong one. What did I click on? Oh, Alter Boy, not. No, wrong one again. There we go. Capture.
Adidas.
That should be enough here for the auto-tune to take care of the rest. Yeah. Wonder if I hear like pops and clicks. Sometimes it comes from the auto-tune. If like low latency mode is on, sometimes you just need to click Foreman and it.
I only give them 3 stripes like Adidas. I put my heart into the game, you can keep it.
And I'm not gonna fix everything because Lucid really likes kind of like that nice glitchy reverb thing. Like that's part of the aesthetic. So I'm gonna leave most of it in. It's gonna be just the ones that are distracting, like extra distracting. The ones that are just flat out wrong.
Put my heart into the game, you can keep it. Sacrifice on sacrifice, that's how I do. If I ain't tell you how I feel, how you know how I feel? I put my peace in positive, bitch, that's just how I do. They want me to think before I move since I signed the deal. I call my bro and he don't pick up, wonder how he feel. We don't move 3,000 miles away, but I'm still here. I remember stressing too much, I couldn't even get a bill. I put a magic trick about the hat, Holyfield. That's how it started, but this is how it's going. We the ones with the motion. I put in my emotions. Sorry I left you open. Whole time I was left wide open.
Thanks for the follow, OJ Sim.
I noticed, I see so many demons. I'm the only one with a halo. Bro say he be riding with a Draco.
Alright, here it is.
Memories of you, I can't let go.
This is like the shiniest top end right
I
here.
be scheming. I can't fall, I can't forget what I believe in. They say they love you, but they hate you for no reason. Live to my word, I do my best to keep it decent. I put my heart into the game, you can keep it. Sacrifice on.
Why is this off? Hold on, wait a second. That's why.
I put my heart into the game, you can keep it. Sacrifice on sacrifice, that's how I do. If I ain't tell you how I feel, how you know how I feel? I put my peace in positive, bitch, that's just how I do. They want me to think before I move since I signed the deal. I call my bro and he don't pick up, wonder how he feel. We don't move through.
Yeah, we're gonna move into like adjusting these ad libs.
I'm the only one with a halo.
Probably this one I'm going to do like a chorus on here. There's a free one. I don't know if it's free anymore called Gem Sound that I like to use. I like to use any sort of like Dimension D type chorus. That's like my favorite chorus.
So many demons. I'm the only one with a halo. Bro say he be riding with a Draco. Memories of you, I can't let go.
With ad-libs, especially if it's going into the same like bus, where like everything right now is going into a singular bus, a vocal bus, with something like that, just it's okay to just totally crush the ad-libs so they don't stick out, because anything that's like super dynamic that goes into this is gonna crush the lead vocal too.
So many demons. I'm the only one with a halo. Bro say he be riding with a Draco. Memories of you, I can't let go. I be scheming. I can't fall, can't forget what I believe in. They say they love you, but they hate you for no reason. Live to my word.
Let me see what it sounds like when I like change the tone too.
So many demons. I'm the only one with a halo. Bro say he be riding with a Draco. Memories of you, I can't let go. I be scheming. I can't fall, can't forget what I believe in. They say they love you, but they hate you for no reason. Live to my word, I do my best to keep it decent. Oh, I mean it. They ain't talking about no money, get deleted. We done grew up on them niggas like a fetus. I only give them 3 stripes like Adidas. I put my heart into the game,
There we go.
you can keep it.
We don't want to like
Sacrifice on sacrifice, that's how I do. If I ain't tell you how I feel, how you know how I feel? I put
There we
my
go.
peace and positive, bitch, that's just how I deal. They want me to think before I move ever since I signed the deal. I call my bro and he don't pick up, wonder how he feel. We done moved 3,000 miles away, but I'm still here. I remember stressing too much, I couldn't even get a bill. I put a magic trick about the hat, Holyfield. That's how it started, but this is how it's going. We the ones with the motion. I put in my emotions. Sorry I left.
All right, we're getting good enough there. That's good enough. Again, I don't want to do too much. We're just kind of making it a little bit tighter. So, what is this one? What is this one? These ones I definitely want to compress. For these ones, I might just want to do like a regular imager. So, like, there's multiple different ways to make a mono signal sound wide. And like, for example, like a Dimension D type chorus, you can do like the doubler or the whatever, like you could do from Antares, you could do Harmony Engine, or not Harmony Engine, Choir from Antares. You can do, Isotope was giving out a free plugin called Vocal Doubler. There's just so many different ways to double up a mono signal or to widen a mono signal. And each one sounds great on different sources. In my experience, usually if you're going to make multiple things wide, like for example, the stack, the ad-lib 1 and 2, I'm going to not make them mono. And I could make them mono, but I'm not going to. And I've been using different ways of making them wide for each one. And I think that's to me what sounds best.
I can't forget what I believe in. They say they love you, but they hate you for no reason. Live to my word, I do my best to keep it decent. Oh, I mean it. They ain't talking about no money, get deleted. We done grew up on them niggas like a fetus. I only give them 3 stripes like Adidas. I put my heart into the game, you can keep it. Sacrifice on sacrifice, that's how I deal. If I ain't tell you how I feel, how you know how I feel? I put my peace in positive, bitch, that's just how I deal. They want me to think before I see so many demons. I'm the only one with a halo. Bro say he be riding with a Draco. Memories of you, I can't let go. I be scheming. I can't fall, can't forget what I believe in. They say they love you, but they hate you for no reason. Live to my word, I do my best to keep it decent. Oh, I mean it. I see so many demons. I'm the only one with a halo. Bro say he be riding with a Draco. Memories of you, I can't let go. I be scheming. I can't fall, can't forget what I believe in. They say they love you, but they hate you for no reason.
I might even like import the old version as well, like the original bounce. Let's see here, Lucid. This was Halo. I think we had like the original demo in here, so I'm gonna like import the original demo just so we can like compare back and forth. Because what I don't want to do is spend the time mixing it and make it sound worse than the original either.
Someone, you could use that to answer this question. Someone said, just in general, a good way to like.
Closer on the mic.
In general, someone said like, what's a good way to just thicken up vocals when they sound too thin?
What is a good way to thicken up vocals when they sound too thin? So I think a good question. We're gonna first. I think the best way to answer that is to first talk about recognizing when a vocal is too thin. I think that's the first step. Is it actually too thin? And you got to also pay attention to, like, this is why we do a lot of referencing, paying attention to like genres, and why people usually tend to specialize into different genres as well, because every genre has a culture, which we've discussed multiple times. I think but anyway, let's say that it is thin. So for example, if I wanted to thicken up this vocal here, so hold on, let me change this out to, all right, so here's the reference track. Oop. And also let me do this. I'm going to put all of these and have these all go into a mix bus rather than the, there we go. Usually my mix bus is yellow. Vocal bus is usually not yellow, but I'm gonna, too late, I already did it. This is usually green. Just habits. But let's listen. Let's say the vocal bus is thick, usually I do some sort of saturation. That's the first guess. Instead of additive EQ, like EQ is really dope, and I recommend it highly, but I like to EQ with saturation. And this is like my first go-to saturator plugin, usually, that I've been using, especially recently, is Spectre by Waves Factory. Waves Factory makes this plugin called Spectre. So listen to this. It's usually within the 100 to 300 range. That's where like the thickness comes in. Also, on the Moog, anything made by Moog, 40 hertz. 40 hertz is the secret. So we're going to do that one first. Listen to this. So if I load up EQ4, we're listening to the vocals, just the vocals here.
I see so many demons. I'm the only one with a halo. Bro, say he be riding with a Draco. Memories of you, I can't let go. I be scheming. I can't fall, I can't forget what I believe in.
This is 40 hertz.
But they hate you for no reason. Live to my word, I do my best to keep it decent. I mean it. They ain't talking about no money, get deleted. We done grew up on them niggas like a fetus. I only give them 3.
So that's nice and thick. Witness the light music. What up? What up? Welcome, welcome. I'm going to be going till about midnight my time, and right now it's about to be 9, so at least 3 more hours.
I see so many demons.
But I'm going to do this. So for example, on this,
Bro say he be riding with a Draco. Memories of you, I can't let go. I be scheming. I can't fall, I can't forget what I believe in.
but usually what makes a vocal sound thin is lack of balance, like sonically. For example, it's okay for vocals, like there's a lot of pop songs where, for example, Ariana Grande's vocals are pretty thin, but usually there's a lot of things going on in the instrumental. Michael Jackson vocals were also famously thin, also renowned for their engineering. Usually thin vocals sound especially thin when there's not much sonic information that's used in the instrumental. For example, in trap music, we often hear thin vocals, quote unquote thin vocals, because in trap music, there's not a lot of mid-range information. It's super low end, like 808s and kicks. Then it's usually some sort of raspy, quiet, mid-range synthesizer sample type thing. And then it's some sort of crazy, like, then it's some like the trap hats and the snare. So it's, and some, maybe the snare is like upper mid-range, like the you know. So it totally depends. Usually there's not a lot of lower mid-range information in those vocals, so that's why, like in trap music like this, vocals tend to be sound relatively thin because it's relative to what the background is. Now, on an Ariana Grande song, her vocals are thin, but you don't think that her vocals are thin because there's just so much more of that mid-range information come through the speaker. So in this one, it wouldn't be a bad idea for me to load up some, make it a little bit thicker. Also, emotionally speaking, this is important too. Because of proximity effect, usually when you're listening to a vocalist or when you hear the low end coming from someone's vocals, that's because they're right next to you. Like when they're whisper close to you, that's proximity effect. It's called proximity effect with microphones. The closer you are to the microphone, the more low end it's going to add to your vocals or whatever you're recording. Usually to, like, for example, vocals, right? So because of that, hold on, bring up the headphones here. When you add more low end or low mids into a vocal, there's also going to be an emotional response. And because vocals with more low end will feel more intimate. That's important. So if you want things to be more intimate, a little bit closer, a little bit more maybe sensual, or maybe the song's about a secret that you have or something like that, that's going to be a great time to potentially, at least emotionally speaking, want to bring in a little bit of that low end. If they're like quiet and, you know, of that sort of. So.
I'm the only one with a halo. Bro say he be riding with a Draco. Memories of you, I can't let go.
Check this out.
I be scheming. I can't fall, I can't forget what I believe in. They say they love you, but they hate you for no reason. Live to my word, I do my best to keep it decent. I mean, they ain't talking about no money, get deleted. We done grew up on them niggas like a fetus. I only get.
Hold on, am I tripping out? No, I'm not tripping. Sorry, I was like, I thought I heard the instrumental moving too. So yeah, usually the thickness of a vocal lies anywhere between 100 and like 500 to maybe even 600 hertz. The thing with those frequencies as well is that that's where also vocals get muddy. So you need to be careful, and this is where like just a lot of experience and practice comes in. Usually 500 hertz is where like a lot of volume comes into play. So 100 hertz is usually, 1K is around where like presence comes in, like the pokiness. So check this out. I make this real thin. It's gonna be annoying and resonant, but check this out. See how it cuts through the mix more? So it like cuts through a lot more here. And then usually the volume of a track can come from like 500 hertz. So let's check this out. That actually sounds pretty good, so I'm probably going to leave this around here, just a touch here. Off. Now we're going to get it, so check this out. So here's before. And you'll notice too, if you look real closely here, check this out. So watch when I turn everything off, watch the volume. There you go. So the RMS is higher, but it's actually technically quieter.
I can't fall, I can't forget what I believe in. They say they love you, but they hate you for no reason. Live to my word, I do my best to keep it decent.
What up, Gavin? What up? So we have a couple questions from YouTube. On YouTube, someone's asking, does a dynamic mic sound thinner than a condenser? Typically not. Well, actually, totally depends. But dynamic mics are known to not have as much top end. So they usually are darker or warmer, whichever word that you want to use. Just technologically inferior to condenser microphone. Less fidelity than that being said, some condensers also don't have a very good low end and are way too bright in the top end, so can sound thin from that as well. So dynamic mics usually are a lot darker and a lot less bright. Gavin says you should try surfer EQ on anything that you want to fatten up. It also follows the pitch, so you can have a consistently boosted fundamental or any harmonic or whatever note they're seeing. Yeah, I have used Surfer EQ. That's not something that I use consistently. In fact, I don't think I have it on this computer. It's a dope tool. I'm just not in the habit of using it. I haven't been using it too often. IE 220 is the A below middle C. Is the A below middle C. If you boost that area to try to get warmth, you'll get a serious boost if they're singing that note, but not as much as other notes, so the thickening is inconsistent. So this is also goes into play where potentially Surfer EQ will not work as well because there's also lots of resonances, like naturally in the vocal, naturally in the microphone, naturally in the room, naturally in the preamp. There's lots of different resonances. So the only theoretical problem that I can see in that is that 220 is not going to be the same volume in the vocal range in the microphone and the preamp as like, let's say if he goes up to a 300 or a 350, whatever note that is, the next note up. So that's the only concern. And so I don't think every note should go up because I'm mostly listening for resonances. But that being said, I think that there's many different circumstances where that would be super duper useful. And bro, I got Spectre from you and use it all over the place. Thank you. Yes, it's so dope. There's so many different ways to use it and so many different options. It is really, really great. Love this one. All right, what do you do when you can hear the room in a vocal recording, but dipping that frequency doesn't fix it? That sucks. So at that point, is it your own vocal? Is it a client? At that point, you give them their money back and you don't touch it. I'm just kidding. Don't do that. Don't do that. What do you do when you hear the room in the vocal recording, but dipping the frequency doesn't fix it? There's only so much that you can do. There's a couple corrective software, like for example, like SPL has a plugin like Deverb, which can relatively work. I have the best luck with NS1 from Waves, the noise suppression one from Waves. That's like my favorite. There's so many different ways to do it, but sometimes it's literally just like a frequency. Like that's the best thing. Like if it's like literally like a room resonance where it's just one frequency, heck yeah, that's the easiest thing to cut out. That's so nice. But usually it's not. Usually it's some sort of reverb tail. Saturn secret trick works every time for me. Lou, you're gonna have to tell us the Saturn secret trick while I continue to do some stuff on this track because I don't know about this Saturn secret trick.
Memories of you, I can't let go. I be scheming. I can't forget what I believe in. They say they love you, but they hate you for no reason.
Drywall. Oh, here's the problem. I assume you're talking about what's going on. I don't know what drywall sounds like. And it's probably more going to be about like the surfaces and what else is in the room and how big the room is and whatnot. But typically, and also not all room sound is bad. Actually, the reason why some of these people pay so much money for these bigger studios is because the room noise that they make sounds great, especially for like instruments. Usually with instruments, the best mixer is the air in between the microphone and the instrument. So if you have space where the saxophone and the trumpet can back up away from the mic a little bit more, then that's going to sound so good. Can I call you and show you the setting? I don't know if I can explain it all in the chat. Like they are recording in the Taj Mahal. Well, then that's a vibe. Own it. Use it. Widen it. I don't know. That's usually when there's so much, like if it's in a live setting, then I usually like embrace it and enhance it. Like use that. Like karate when they teach you to use the enemy's force and to bring it back onto them. That's kind of like how I think of using built-in sounds like that. All right. It's just one knob, really. I'm like, we're going to have to like sit down and talk about it later because I don't even know how you're going to do that with, how you get out room resonances with a saturator distortion type plugin. This is very interesting. Wonky / this is Gavin from YouTube. YouTube, you should come, or not you, I called you YouTube. Gavin, you should come join us on Twitch so that way people can see your comments as well. Wonky resonant rooms defined Motown. All the fancy studio were trying to get that sound, but couldn't because they didn't have Motown's ghetto iconic / iconic room. Yeah. Yes. Absolutely. Transient shaping in the saturation. Lou, I gotta know. Lou, I gotta know. Okay, I'll let you should try to type it out. But if not, I'm gonna keep doing this. I'm gonna do some. So this is probably like a good enough spot. I'm gonna try to do some mastering stuff here. I'm just gonna get it as loud as possible.
I'm the only one with a halo. Bro say he be riding with a Draco. Memories of you, I can't let go. I be scheming. I can't fall, can't forget what I believe in. They say they love you, but they hate you for no reason. Live to my word, or do my best to keep it decent. Oh, I mean it. They ain't talking about no money, get deleted. We done grew up on them niggas like a fetus. I only give them 3 stripes like Adidas. I put my heart into the game, you can keep it. Sacrifice on sacrifice, that's how I deal. If I ain't tell you how I feel, how you know how I feel? I put my peace in positive, bitch, that's just how I deal. They want me to think before I move since I signed the deal. I call my bro and he don't pick up, wonder how he feel. We done moved 3,000 miles away, but I'm still here. I remember stressing too much, I couldn't even get a bill. I put a magic trick about the hat, Holyfield. That's how it started, but this is how it's going. We the ones with the motion. I put in my emotions. Sorry I left you open. Whole time I was left wide open. My heart skipped a beat and I know. We the ones with the motion. I put in my emotions. Sorry I left you open. Whole time I was left wide open. My heart skipped a beat and I noticed. I see so many demons. I'm the only one with a halo. Bro say he be riding with a Draco. Memories of you, I can't let go. It started, but this is how it's going. We the ones with the motion. I put in my emotions. Sorry I left you.
I'm like blanking. I don't usually. Oh, hold on.
It started, but this is how it's going. We the ones with the motion. I put in my emotions. Sorry I left you open. Whole time I was left wide open.
Also, this is something from my guy Leslie, who might be streaming right now too. He usually does 808s and supply crates and 808s, or whatever the order is. But we're talking, like, one time we were watching him, he did the same thing. It was like flipping here just a touch, where the meters were flipping. First off, if I go to any other metering system, it doesn't flip. And sample peak, it's clipping. And he's like, yo, are you gonna fix that? Are you gonna lower? He's like, no, I don't hear it. Do you? And everybody else in the room is like, nah. And he's like, all right. And he didn't fix it. Like, he's like, all right, that's fine. And he kept it on. Don't overthink things, I guess. Okay, I'm gonna keep going here.
That's how it started, but this is how it's going. We the ones with the motion. I put in my emotions. Sorry I left you open. Whole time I was left wide open. My heart skipped a beat and I noticed. I see so many demons. I'm the only. That's how it started, but this is how it's going. We the ones with the motion. I put in my emotions. Sorry I left you open. Whole time I was left wide open. My heart skipped a beat and I noticed. I see so many demons. I'm the only one with a halo. Bro say he be riding with a Draco. Memories of you, I can't let go.
Loud.
I be scheming. I can't fall, can't forget what I believe in. They say they love you, but they hate you for no reason. Live to my word, or do my best to keep it decent.
This is the old one.
Memories of you, I can't let go. I be scheming. I can't fall, can't forget what I believe.
What is going on? Why is it doing this?
Memories of you, I can't let go. I be scheming.
Oh, that's right. When I move it to folders, you don't have to solo save anything, so I forgot about that.
Can't let go. I be scheming. I can't fall, can't forget what I believe in. They say they love you, but they hate you for no reason. Live to my.
So there's the rough mix. So this is what happens. So this is when I'm recording. So like, I'm trying my best, and people like the way that things sound by the time we leave the recording room. But like when, especially with rappers, they just want things so loud in the room all the time. So you just lose reference, especially if you're going for hours on end. So this is like just. I'm granted, I didn't spend too much time mixing it down. It's old. Here's just a little touch up.
I can't forget what I believe. They say they love you, but they hate you for no reason. Live to my word, I do my best to keep it decent. Scheming, I can't forget what I believe in. They say they love you, but they hate you for no reason. Live to my word, I do my best to keep it decent. I see so many demons. I'm the only one with a halo. Bro say he be riding with a Draco. Memories of you, I can't let go. I be scheming. I can't forget what I believe. They say they love you, but they hate you for no reason. Live to my do my best to keep it decent.
And usually with like a paying client, I'll like go in and I'll do a lot of automation, do some like delay throws and reverb throws and just like spend a lot more time with automation. But every time that I've done that with Lucid, especially because he's kind of got that demo-itis going, he's just never been happy with it. So the point of this again, and I got to do like 3 more songs before midnight. So I'm just kind of rushing through it and just fundamentally, just slightly changing the tone. That's all I'm doing. And so this is done. Let me just make sure that I'm getting like proper like levels here, checking out my meters. So let's look at this meter and this meter together. I'm just gonna skip to the end.
Oh, I can't let go. I be scheming. I can't forget what I believe in. They say they love you, but they hate you for no reason. Live to my word, I do my best to keep it decent.
I could and should get a little bit louder, to be honest.
I be scheming. I can't forget what I believe in.
But I'm probably gonna do
They
that.
say they love you, but they hate you for no reason. Live to my word, I do my best to keep it decent.
Oh, where did that track go?
Oh shit, I put in my emotions. Sorry I left you open. Whole time I was left wide open. My heart skipped a beat and I noticed. I see so many demons. I'm the only one with a halo. Bro say he be riding with a Draco. Memories of you, I can't let go. I be scheming. I can't forget what I believe in. They say they love you, but they hate you for no reason. Live to my word, I do my best to keep it decent.
Hey.
Oh shit, I put in my emotions. Sorry I left you open. Whole time I was left wide open. My heart skipped a beat and I noticed. I see so many demons. Oh shit, I put in my emotions. Sorry I left you open. Whole time I was left wide open. My heart skipped a beat and I noticed. I see so many demons. Oh shit. I can't forget what I believe in. They say they love you, but they hate you for no reason. Live to my word, I do my best to keep it decent. I can't forget what I believe in. They say they love you, but they hate you for no reason. Live to my word, I do my best.
All right, sweet. That's good enough. Sorry, I'm starting to overthink it. So we're gonna bounce this out. So this one was called Halo. Sweet. We're gonna bounce it down. Unfortunately, I can't go out of the box when I'm streaming. I have to keep it in the box. So send it to you in email. Sounds way bit better than me. You're killing it. Thank you, Gavin. Appreciate it. Send it to you. Okay, so I assume you send me the video of the saturation trick. D. Tone Smith on YouTube said 5 minutes ago I was thinking this song is not that good, but he earns his money.
Bro say he be riding with a Draco. Memories of you, I can't let go. I be scheming. I can't fall, I can't forget what I believe in. They say they love you, but they hate you.
I'm gonna pull up that email while this is playing.
Live to my word, I do my best to keep it decent. Oh, I mean it. They ain't talking about no money, get deleted. We done grew up on them niggas like a fetus. I only give them 3 stripes like Adidas. I put my heart into the game, you can keep it.
I should not pull up my email just casually.
If I ain't tell you how I feel, how you know how I feel. I put my peace in positivity.
Ooh, you didn't attach the video.
They want me to think before I move since I signed the deal. I call my bro and he don't pick up, wonder how he feel.
It's empty.
We done moved 3,000 miles away, but I'm still here. I remember stressing too much, I couldn't even get a bill. I put a magic trick about the hat, Holyfield. That's how it started, but this is how it's going. We the ones with the motion. I put in my emotions. Sorry I left you open. Whole time I was left wide open. My heart skipped a beat and I noticed. I see so many demons. I'm the only one with a halo. Bro say he be riding.
So Gavin says, do you monitor levels in the studio while mixing? I know a lot of people say 85 dBs is optimal. What do you think about that? Do you mix at several levels? So the answer is yes. Definitely. Well, right now it's late in the evening, and I'm not trying to get super loud. I don't have any neighbor problems, not that I know of, but at the same time, I don't ever want to have neighbor problems, so I'm not monitoring super loud right now. But typically when I'm like mixing, I'll be at a moderate level around 85 to 90 and mix around there for most of the mix. I'll say like 85%, and then I'll say for 5% I'll get like louder, and then 10% of the time I'll go quiet. 5 to 10% of the time I'll go like real quiet, like you can, like conversational volume, conversations can still be heard easily, not like so lower. And usually when I go lower, oftentimes I'll also quickly just switch it into mono real quick as well for a moment. I used to use a mix cube. I still do have I have a mix cube in Studio B and as well in my little home studio here. But that's what I usually use the low level monitoring for, but I haven't been using those since I've gotten these new speakers. Which I heard, Gavin, I know you were planning on coming to visit us during this holiday season, but I heard that you may not be doing that anymore. Is that true? Now check for a WeTransfer link. All right, Lou, we're going to check for your WeTransfer link. If this information is not quality, Riley's going to get upset.
I'm taking notes on everything.
All right, let's watch this. Why did you send me okay, you're going to make me download a file in the Mix Studios. All right, we're going to watch this. Yeah, Lou's at the studio right now. We're going to watch this. And yeah, Lou, you should just came over. Oh, did he say that? Riley, I'll come over and say something. All right, let's see if this plays through the audio. Let me make sure. Let me double check here. All right, Lou.
Real quick, this is the quick little thing. I'm not trying to take time away from Dee Kei. This is for Dee Kei, but yeah. So just take anything that has room resonance, throw Saturn on it. Doesn't really matter what the fuck you're doing with it, but take this dynamic control, take it down, and basically you're controlling the dynamics that goes into the saturation, which, funny enough, kind of a happy accident when I found it.
What the heck? What the heck? Hold on. Yo, hold on. Wait a second. Go back. What the heck? Is this really truly a saturation plugin?
Voila, that's it.
What the heck? Everybody say hi to Lou. Lou streams Monday nights at 6 p.m. You can also catch us in the podcast. So check this out. So if you go and type in exclamation point podcast, you can click that link and it takes you directly to the podcast. Lou and I, we host the podcast, Mixed Music Podcast. We have about 2.5 years worth of content. So over 104, almost 150 episodes right now, almost 3 years, I guess. So 150 episodes right now, out on YouTube and on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Lou is my co-host here and my business partner for the studio. And you can check out that link for to listen to more about mixing and all the various conversations. It's not just mixing, it's also psychology and business help and various different things. So check that out if you want to learn more about mixing. So anytime that you want to do that, just type in exclamation point podcast. Actually, let me change this because this needs to, wait a second. We're not doing rules right now, so boo. Okay, there we go. Instead, I'm going to add a new text here. Say, no, I'm just going to leave that off. Yep, so you can subscribe for your Amazon Prime. I'm just going to leave that up there. All right, up next. First time chat from viewer. What up? Damn, Benny. Think I've heard them all. One of my favorite pods. Thank you so much for listening. Appreciate that. That's a damn, Benny. That's what Lou sounded like. Here, let me do, I also have, for all the subscribers, I uploaded custom emojis today, or this last week. So here you go. We got the Mixing Music Podcast emojis. What else we got? We got because I've been watching a lot of JoJo recently, I have the shocked kakyoin face. What else we got here? The classic Naruto sighing face. If you so choose, there's no point in when this is, you can, wait a second. That was not meant to be in there. But I added a bunch of emojis for our subscribers as well. So if you're thinking about subscribing, feel free to do so. Okay, we're done with this one. We're going to move on to the next song. I'm going to mark this green. There it is. Mixing. Lucid. Halo. I'm going to make it purple for done. All right. Next up, we're going to do this song called Hollywood /Gaim. And it's Jim. It's Jim. Also there's a couple surprise ones too. So like, if you want to go on my Instagram, you can type in Instagram. Oh, I should do that. Why don't I just write that? Like, there you go. Text. Add source. There you go. So you can do. There you go. To find me on the gram. Boost that up. Change the colors because I'm a fiend for good colors. Like good colors. Ooh. Yep. We're going to do a little drop. Do a little outline here. Yes. Why did that not work as well? Why does it look not as good? Huh? Wait a second. Do I need oblique Helvetica bold? Bold? Let's also make this the lighter one here. There you go. And then make this the darker one. And then also drop shadow, because why not? I'm still figuring this stuff out. Type in. Oh, crap. There it is. Man, that looks messy as heck. Do you guys want to see my background today? Ooh. I change my background all the time. You want to see some cute ones? I have some really cute backgrounds, so check this out. I have this app here. Hold on, let me pull it up. There you go. So it moves. First off, I don't care who you are. This is cute as crap. This is so cute. Are you kidding me? This is so cute. This is a free app on the Apple Store called... What is it called? My wallpaper. And then I actually like you can like download art. I purchased art separately. So like this one I bought. This is like my favorite one. I use this all the time usually. I love this one. I think it's fire. I love the colors. I got really cute ones. This is just my jam right now. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I'm on season 3 with Jotaro, and I'm finishing up season 2. It's season 2 officially, but it's the 3rd generation. And Jotaro is like my favorite. It's so damn cool. Here's Kakyoin, Abuduru, Pornarefu, Joseph Joestar, Iggy. There you go with the proper pronunciation there. I have, let's see. There's the bookstore one. I already showed you that one. I like this one. This reminds me of like the days when I lived in Japan, like going out to get like a drink. This is the cutest one. Look at this. You came here for mixing. Now you're here for the corgis. You came for mixing. You stay for the corgis. Look at this. Look at this. Are you kidding me? It's so damn cute. Look at this. It's a little pup. Hey. 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 Look, it's a Shiba Inu. And I don't know what the heck that is. This is so cute. This is one long wallpaper, so I like leave this on. My son like comes in and just watches the wallpaper. He's like, jellyfish. Oh, doggy? Is that doggy? And then watch how it loops. It's a perfect loop as well, which is the best part. And then that's when the loop restarts. Boom. Isn't that so good? Here's like another classic nostalgic Japan type wallpaper. This is really like what the neighborhoods of Japan looks like. This street. This is like really classic nostalgic. Here's like another Japan neighborhood. Back street. So usually streets are not this big, so this is like a more major road. Usually the streets are barely 1 car wide. You cannot, like some alleys you cannot drive past each other. Two cars cannot be in it at the same time. It's wild. I thought this was super cute. The dogs, same dogs again, but eating some dog ramen. The Spirited Away. Hold on. I do have a Spirited Away one I've saved as well. There you go. And that dog food. Notice the cup is really long for the long nose. I thought this. Here's the Spirited Away, the one that I have. Sento Chihiro. I thought that's dope. But it's Kirby. It's so cute. It is a little bit too girly for me. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't have the guts to leave this on all the time. It's so fluffy. It really is so fluffy. What's up with these dogs? I love dogs. Anyway, I'd love to get a Shiba. Apparently, though, they just shed a lot. That's my only thing. This is adorable. The only problem with this is that this is Korean. So the artist is Korean. So it's a little off. We're going to keep it on this one. Now we're going to keep it on the Kirby. F it. We're going to keep it on Kirby. We're going to keep mixing the next song. Kirby's cute until he starts whipping out the wood hammer to smash princesses and plumbers. Princesses and plumbers. There you go. We're going to move on to the next track. This song is called Hollywood. Okay, that's right. In fact, it's already pulled up. What am I doing? There it is. We're going to listen to it from the top. There it is. Oh, this is a dirty one. He wanted that really distorted triple X sound on this one.
Cut up shit. Cut up season, man. Yeah. Let's go. I'm in Hollywood.
We're going to talk about creative mixing for this one.
They're talking about some okay then. Let's see what it's by. Oh no. We done bought the whole gang in this bitch. Scody trap. On another low. We get in the gym. I'm just doing me. Ain't no way to crash her. Got the bag and last her. Keep 100 on my mental. Just to keep it kosher. Money on me like NASA, nah, me like NASDAQ. But we got bagged that, me my brother had that. We can go out mismatch, can't know why I leave it. You're right out to get back, we gon' eat like kitchen.
You want me to? Boo! What do you want me to do? You want me to rename this? Here we go. Fine, we'll do this. What the heck? It's not letting me like save the sessions. That's so lame. Pro Tools, you be lame. Okay, here we go. One more time.
We get in the gym, I'm just doing me. Ain't no way to crash it.
Crazy.
Got the bag and last one. Keep 100 on my mental, just to keep it kosher. Money on me like NASA, nah, me like NASDAQ. But where we got bagged at, me my brother had that. We can go out mismatch, can't know why I live it. You're right out to get back. We gon' eat like kitchen, love you and I mean it. For this I fight demons, who that we green it. Bro, this keep on leaving Hollywood, they gon' say I made it out. They talking about some money, okay then, let's see what it's by. Oh no, we done bought the whole gang in this bitch. Brody drop on another low, we get it.
Ah! CPU power. I have plenty of CPU power, I promise. And then up here, we're going to do... Hold on, I cannot do this without... I can't mix songs if it's not colored right. It's just my brain doesn't work that way. And then I'm going to import the actual demo file in here. This one. I'm going to import, I'm going to save it. So anyway, that's what it sounds like. It sounds like crazy. I'll say the word that you don't want to say. It sounds bad, but that's on purpose. And we're gonna make it sound bad, but in a good way. And so we're gonna do a lot of tweaking, because saturation, distortion, it's truly more of an art form than it is anything technical. So we're gonna figure out how the heck we're gonna make it sound decent. So first off, we're gonna turn this off. Is that how we're clipping everything? We're just doing a soft clipper? Area? Nah, because it made me rename everything. That's some BS. It can't source the files. I hate Pro Tools sometimes. And other times, I love Pro Tools. This is one of those times. Here's that Kirby again. Hi, Kirby. Here's some dogs in a hot bath in the wintertime. Ooh, Pro Tools screen. Where's the doggy? Poor doggies. Are we going to do Atmos in the studio? No. Probably not. One, with the couple things. There's a lot more to go with technology. So even if you get an Atmos mix, there's a video you should watch. So Present Day Productions, there's a YouTube channel called Present Day Productions that talks about Atmos and why they are not going to do it. And that's exactly how I feel. That's my opinion. My opinion is their opinion. So go and watch that video. Present Day Productions is a dope YouTube channel. And they made that video in the last couple months, so it's relatively new. And there's many different reasons and kickers as to why it's not really worth it as a business to do Atmos, especially without any sort of clients already. So I don't have enough paying clients that are willing to pay extra for Atmos to make it worth it. And it's not one of those things where you build it, they will come. So that's kind of my thing. But that being said, I have mixed Atmos in the past on headphones in somebody else's studio, and we had to ship it out for Atmos mastering to someone else. Shout out to Gerhard on that one. Yeah, I really love those guys as well. It's such a good YouTube channel. Present Day Productions is dope. Okay, we're going to move on to this song here. To be honest, I hate to do this, but I think we're actually going to skip this one and go into the next one, just because this one is not as fun. Yeah, this is more fun. So we're going to do this one first, actually. This one's crazy. Oh, there's the doggies. There's the doggies. No, doggies! There he is. For a moment. There he is. Oh, goodbye, doggies. We're going to do this one instead. So check this out. What the heck is this aux? I've never seen this in my life. Bus 7. Nothing is going to bus 7. Who made this? Is there anything going to this bus? Nothing is going to this aux. We're going to turn it off. Take off this click track as well. So this song's called Flooded. All right, so then we're going to import that original file. All right. Holy crap, that's my bad. That was funny. That is my bad. We're going to turn this into a... We're just going to play this while... Here's the song. What the heck? Oh, damn, my bad. It's so distorted.
I'm holding weight. Pussy niggas said it straight. I'm about my business. Put me in a suit and tie that money. I gotta get it. Don't know what you're talking about, but don't look at me in my eyes. I hang with them killers tonight. Tell me if I'm living right. Don't even know what's right. Counting that money, alright. Brand new black trip out the desert, out the bed, like how you want it. Shit I got that came from nothing. I'm at where they get them and they gone. Ain't hard to see when I'm on. You and us gon' cross the course. I'm on the way to a 5-star course. Run to a bag and I turn to a sport. Tryna get even, I'm breaking even. Tryna get even, I'm breaking even. Tryna get even, tryna get even. I'm on my way in, on my way out, on my way in, on my way out, on my way in.
By the way,
Pocket flooded, looking something like a leg.
I'm 3 followers away from hitting 300.
I wonder who will ride for me. I'm trying to.
I am 3 followers away from hitting 300 followers, which is not that big of a deal. I am 2 followers away from hitting 300, and I'm not gonna stop the stream, but we gotta get 2 people on the stream. We gotta get 2 people to follow me on Twitch, and then I hit 300. Which 300 followers is not that big of a deal, but for Twitch, especially for a newer account, pretty big deal. It's a big deal to me and in my heart. Please follow right now. Master by Lou followed you this minute. Did you unfollow and then follow? Because that doesn't add to the count there. And gotta get the everybody. So go ahead and make spam accounts. Just like go ahead and make not spam accounts. What is it like? Throwaway accounts with throwaway emails, and go ahead and hit that like, follow, heart button. Also, if you have, this is important. Let me say this: if you have Amazon Prime, all right, that means you have 1 free Prime subscription to give away to someone. It doesn't cost you a dime. But I make some money off of it. If you have Amazon Prime and you're watching right now, hit that subscribe button and give me that Amazon Prime. You can do that. And I make like $2. But it's like it's like a love felt $2. Because that's how that works. I don't feel love unless it's in the form of money. And I am a sad boy. No, I'm teasing. But yeah, for real though, if you have an Amazon Prime account, also we need 2 followers. I'm dead ass. We need 2 followers. So okay, we're gonna finish this. So this one also, we're gonna see how this transforms. The first thing I do usually I do the instrumental first, but when it's just like this, when it's basically done, I just need to touch it up. I'm gonna turn down the instrumental. Whenever I work on the vocals, I turn down the instrumental, but I don't mute it. I just turn it down a lot.
Put me in a suit and tie that money, I gotta get it. Don't know what you're talking about, but don't look at me in my eyes. I hang with them killers tonight. Tell me if I'm living right. Don't even know what's right. Counting that money, alright.
Looks like I already did some filtering too.
I'm at where they get them and then gone. Ain't hard to see what I'm on. Even when that's gonna cost a course. I'm on the way to a 5-star course. Run to a bag and I turn to a sport. Trying to get even. I'm breaking even. Trying to get even. I'm breaking even. Trying to get even. Trying to get on my way in, on my way out, on my way in, on my way out, on my way in.
We're gonna make it a little bit wider here with some gem sound. Here we go.
I wonder who will ride for me. I'm trying to figure out. We put that money on the table, boy. Like a lake.
Instead of compressing, I'm gonna turn those down and then turn everything.
I'm about my business. Put me in a suit and tie that money, I gotta get it. Don't know what you're talking about, but don't look at me in my eyes. I hang with them killers tonight. Don't tell me if I'm living right. Don't even know what's right. I'm counting that money, alright. Brand new bag trip out the desert, out the. Brand new.
There's some sort of.
Brand new bag trip out the desert, out the bed, like how you want it. Alright.
Probably these are not working very well as far as, so I'm gonna turn those up, and then also get out of grid mode here. Oops.
Killers tonight. Don't tell me if I'm living right. Don't even know what's right. I'm counting that money, alright. Brand new bag trip out the desert, out the bed, like how you want it. Shit I got then came from now. I'm at where they get them and then gone. Ain't hard to see what I'm on. Even when that's gonna cost a course. Killers tonight. Don't tell me if I'm living right. Don't even know what's right. I'm counting that money, alright. Brand new bag trip out the desert, out the bed, like how you want it. Shit I got then came from now.
Oh, again, my favorite. I think like perfect timing because like my favorite. Again, this is like the only channel strip that I actually ever use. Who did this? D. Williams Circin. D. William SRCN. Thank you for the 299th follower. Wait, did someone? Wait, I think it's 200. Maybe it just hasn't refreshed yet. Hold on, I'm resetting it. We need 2 more followers. Who No, wait, there we go. It's okay. It just took a second to load. That scared me. I was like, who unfollowed me? Yo, 1 more follower, and I hit 300 followers. When we do that, I will dance for you. What's about? Join us on Twitch. What's about? So this is my favorite plugin. This is like the only channel strip plugin that I'll actually use. This is so good. The Cornef Amplified Instrument Processor. Love this one. First off, let's talk about let's talk about just this. The insufferable mid-range filter is just so solid.
Tonight. Don't tell me if I'm living right. Don't even know what's right. I'm counting that money, alright. Brand new bag trip out the desert, out the bed, like how you want it. Shit I got then came from now. I'm at where they get them and then gone. Ain't hard to see what I'm on. Even when that's gonna cost a course. I'm on the way to a 5-star course. Run to a bag and I turn to a sport. Killers tonight. Don't tell me if I'm living right. Don't even know what's right. I'm counting that money, alright. Brand new bag trip out the desert, out the bed, like how you want it. Shit I got then came from now. I'm at where they get
Sometimes I can actually hear, well, all the time I can actually hear what it's doing. But sometimes I really don't have to do the sweeping thing as much. Sometimes it's just like super obvious. When it hits 500, I'm a unfollow and refollow. All right. Well, let's first hit 300. Unless you meant 300. So is that because you want me to dance twice?
Tonight. Don't tell me if I'm living right.
Okay.
Don't even know what's right.
The saturation on this is unreal.
Brand new bag trip out the desert, out the bed, like how you want it. Shit I got then came from now. I'm at where they get them and then gone.
This one I like.
See what I'm on. Even when that's gonna cost a course. I'm on the way to a 5-star course. Run to a bag and I turn to a sport.
Yeah, that's.
Trying to get even. I'm breaking even. Trying to get even. I'm breaking even.
This is again another amazing plugin.
On my way out. On my way in. On my way out. On my way in.
Punch mode.
The pocket flooded.
One of the best Very Me plugins ever.
Tonight, don't tell me if I'm living right. Don't even know what's right. I'm counting that money, alright. Alright. Brand new bag trip out the dozen, out the bed, like how you want it. Shit, I got
It brings in like that low mid saturation. Like, oh, sometimes it makes things a little bit too thick. We did it. We did it. That's 300. Hold on. Pause. Break. Pause. We have to dance. Hold on. I have the perfect song to dance to. Riley, you have to do this. This is unfortunate. This is unfortunate that you have to do this, but I have the perfect song to dance to. We have to dance together. Hold on. Wait a second. We hit 300. Everybody celebrate with us. Dance. We have to dance. Yeah, Lou, you have to come over and dance with us. What are you talking about? This is Lou's literally just like a block away from here. Hold on. Here's the song. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do it to. This is a song I wrote a long time ago for a TV commercial. Here we go. 300 followers. Thanks for the 300 followers.
Jumping in my bottles, dancing, I don't care. Rain is just another way of clearing air. Don't need an umbrella, I have one to share. With our boots, we can go where we wanna go. When we look at the clouds, I see ya. When the sun's coming out, I'm thinking of you. When the rain's coming down, you know what to do. So when the bottles emerge, let's jump in. La 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 la. Keep your wonder. There's more outside the window. Ask your questions. Let your imagination grow. Getting colder, I don't mind at all. Getting messy, all the mud, we brush it off. Coloring with feelings, we can learn to draw. With our boots, we can go where we wanna go. When we look at the clouds, I see ya. When the sun's coming out, I'm thinking of you. When the rain's coming down, you know what to do. So when the bottles emerge, let's jump in. La 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 la. La 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 la.
All right. Every 100 followers are gonna do this. By the time, like, if this channel goes viral, and then all of a sudden I get like thousands of followers, I'm gonna do it every 100 still. I don't think we're ever gonna be able to like do the stream. The stream is just gonna be known for me dancing forever if it gets to that point. It's no longer gonna be a mixing channel. It's just gonna be
Load of
a
backup
really
dancers.
bad dancing in a purple room channel.
That was great. Good energy. Good little reset. 100 more. Let's go.
Another, yeah, that's a good point. That's a really good ear reset. That's a really good way to reset. Yeah, shout outs to Mr. Poopy Butthole. That's right. I mean, I don't know if I can say that sort of stuff. This is the name of the character from Rick and Morty. This is my wife and I's favorite character, Mr. Poopy Butthole. He's actually kind of cool. Ooh wee. Let's get 400 tonight. Let's get to 301 first. Let's do that. Oh, we're already at 301. D. Toad Smith followed on to 301. There we go. Let's get to 305 first. There you go. I have a bunch of stuffed, like, animals, characters. I have a bunch of stuff. They were originally for my sons, but then, like, I like them. And so, also my hair is like crazy today too. Like, people need to like clip my hair every day and like then sew them together like in a compilation YouTube like video where my hair looking different every time. All right, we're gonna continue to go back to this song. Let's go back to this song. Back to this plugin. This is a dope plugin. Magic Death Eye.
Killers tonight. Don't tell me if I'm living right. Don't even know what's right. I'm counting that money, alright. Brand new bag trip out the dozen, out the bed, like how you want it. Shit I got then came from nothing. I'm at where they get them and they gone. Ain't hard to see when I'm on. Ain't with us gon' cost a course. I'm on the way to a 5-star course. Run over bag and I turn to a sport. Trying to get even, I'm breaking even. Trying to get even, I'm breaking even. Trying to get even, trying to get even. I'm on my way in, on my way out.
All right, I'm gonna turn these up. So usually when I automate vocals, I automate the clip gain more mostly.
Trying to get even, I'm breaking even.
And with this stuff in general, like these are really just really quick mix downs. I'm not trying to get, usually with like heavier mix downs, I'll do a lot of like automation with clip gain and various volumes and stuff. But I'm not doing that this time.
Just keep going, ain't too much that I could say now. I wonder who arrived for me, I'm trying to figure out. We put that money on the table, boy, that's large amount. Like a lake, any chance and I ain't take, I'm holding weight.
Let's see what Spectre does too.
I'm about my business. Put me in a suit and tie that money, I gotta get it. Don't know what you talking about, but don't look at me in my eyes. I hang with them killers tonight. Don't tell me if I'm living right. Don't even know what's right. I'm counting that money, alright.
Where's that pockets flooded bit? Pockets flooded.
Trying to get even, I'm breaking even.
Like a lake.
Brand new bag trip out the dozen, out the bed, like how you want it. Shit I got then came from nothing. I'm at where they get them and they gone. Ain't hard to see when I'm on. Ain't with us gon' cost a course. I'm on the way to a 5-star course. Run over bag and I turn to a sport. Trying to get even, I'm breaking even. Trying to get even, I'm breaking even. Trying to get even, trying to get even.
Usually I do like a golf Foss. Golf Foss doesn't work on the mid range of the vocals every time. So I'm like, I need to be careful with this.
Brand new bag trip out the dozen, out the bed, like how you want it. Shit I got then came from nothing.
I like how it also does some de-essing as well here. Watch.
Brand new bag trip out the dozen, out the bed, like how you want it. Shit I got then came from nothing. I'm at where they get them and they gone. Ain't hard to see when I'm on. Ain't with us gon' cost a course. I'm on the way to a 5-star course.
All right, now let's go back to this instrumental here.
Brand new bag trip out the dozen, out the bed, like how you want it. Shit I got then came from nothing. I'm at where they get them and they gone. Ain't hard to see when I'm on. Ain't with us gon' cost a course. I'm on the way to a 5-star course. Run over bag and I turn to a sport. Trying to get even, I'm breaking even. Trying to get even. Tonight, don't tell me if I'm living right.
Probably do some like clipping as well.
Brand new bag trip out the dozen, out the bed, like how you want it. Shit I got then came from nothing. I'm at where they get them and they gone. Ain't hard to see when I'm on. Ain't with us gon' cost a course. I'm on the way to a 5-star course. Run over bag and I turn to a sport.
This is one of my favorite clippers.
Tell me if I'm living right. Don't even know what's right. I'm counting that money, alright.
Use subtly.
Brand new bag trip out the
That's the key here.
out the bed, like how you want it. Shit I got then came from nothing. I'm at where they get them and they gone. Ain't hard to see when I'm on. Ain't with us gon' cost a course. I'm on the way to a 5-star course. Run over bag and I turn to a sport. Trying tonight. Don't tell me if I'm living right. Don't even know what's right. I'm counting that money, alright. Brand new bag trip out the dozen, out the bed, like how you want it. Shit I got then came from nothing. I'm at where they get them and they gone. Ain't hard to see when I'm on. Ain't with us gon' cost a course.
Also, let's widen up those synths. I really like those synths. So we're going to widen those up just to touch to open up some space for the vocals and such.
Don't tell me if I'm living right. Don't even know what's right. I'm counting that money, alright.
Maybe not make stereo here. I like how it's bouncing back and forth. I really like that. All right, we're gonna move on to just like the mix bus. So I'm gonna make a mix bus here. The reason why we make an auxiliary mix bus in Pro Tools, this is specific to Pro Tools. There's a couple reasons. One, it's because usually I put like my metering stuff on the master bus, and so if I have a demo track, then it goes straight to the master track instead of the mix bus, so it doesn't have to go through like any sort of mix bus processing. Another reason why we make a mix bus is I don't know why Pro Tools does this, but master faders, for some reason, all of the inserts are post fader. So that means if I have a limiter on this and it's squashing at 2 dBs, if no matter how much I turn down, it's post fader. So that means no matter when I turn down the volume, it'll stop compressing it as well. So it'll stop pushing that signal into the limiter. Where so for example, a fade out, all of a sudden as I kind of fade it out on the master bus, it'll stop compressing and stop saturating as hard or whatever else that's more volume dependent here. It changes the sound as you fade it out. Now on a mix bus, I don't know why, but everything is pre-fader. So that means no matter what, no matter if I fade it out, how I fade it out, or change the mix bus fader signal here, it won't interfere with what kind of signal is being fed to the plugins on the inserts. Really weird. I don't know why it does that. There's probably a purpose that I just don't know what it is. Also, we're going to go back to another Dee Kei preset reverb here.
But don't look at me in my eyes. I hang with them killers tonight. Don't tell me if I'm living right. Don't even know what's right. I'm counting that money, alright. Brand new bag trip out the desk. I'm out the bed like how you want it. Shit I got that came from nothing.
I've been using the Pultec Legacy a lot. It's the free Pultec if you have any UAD gear.
I'm on the way to a fast course. Run over back and I turn to a sport. Trying to get even, I'm bringing even. Trying to get even, I'm bringing even. Trying to get even, trying to get even. I'm on my way in, on my way out, on my way in, on my way out, on my way in. The pocket flooded, looking something like a lake house. Just keep going into my sound like a saint.
I've also been using this a lot on the mix bus. I don't know, I haven't quite decided if I like it, but I've been using it a lot.
But don't look at me in my eyes. I hang with them killers tonight. Don't tell me if I'm living right. Don't even know what's right. I'm counting that money, alright. But don't look at me in my eyes. I hang with them killers tonight. Don't tell me if I'm living right. Don't even know what's right. I'm counting that money, alright.
Yeah, I don't know if we're going to use this one.
But don't look at me in my eyes. I hang with them killers tonight. Don't tell me if I'm living right. Don't even know what's right. I'm counting that money, alright. Brand new bag trip out the desk. I'm out the bed like how you want it. Shit I got that came from nothing. I'm at where they get them and they gone. Ain't hard to see when I'm on. Even when that's gon' cost a course. I'm on the way to a fast course. Run over back and I turn to a sport. Trying to get even. But don't look at me in my eyes. I hang with them killers tonight. Don't tell me if I'm living right. Don't even know what's right. I'm counting that money, alright.
Sure, whatever. I'm not going to overthink it. I'm not hearing any major loss from that.
But don't look at me in my eyes. I hang with them killers tonight. Don't tell me if I'm living right. Don't even know what's right.
Do you know why I use this limiter? And this is important. This is a huge part of my sound. Do you know why I use this limiter? There's a really good reason. It's because in the top right corner, you can change the color to purple. That is why I use this limiter. And that is a damn good reason.
But don't look at me in my eyes. I hang with them killers tonight.
It's very important to the sound of my mixes to get them to sound purple. You know what I'm saying? Lou knows exactly what I'm talking about.
But don't look at me in my eyes. I hang with them killers tonight.
Here comes
Tell me if I'm living right. Don't even know what's right. I'm counting that money, alright.
I'm not liking this compressor. I'm sorry, I'm not liking it. I tried to like it. It's not working on this one. We're gonna go back to this stuff. This one doesn't work.
But don't look at me in my eyes. I hang with them killers tonight. Don't tell me if I'm living right. Don't even know what's right. I'm counting that money, alright. Brand new bag trip out the desk. I'm out the bed like how you want it. Shit I got that came from nothing. I'm at
we go.
But don't look at me in my eyes. I hang with them
Okay, now let's look at the numbers.
Don't tell me if I'm living right. Don't even know what's right.
Yeah, I don't look at the meters till the very, very end. This bump is pretty classic for like trap music. And I'm still getting like minus 8.5, minus 10. We're doing good. So like I might want to do like a little bit more like low mid stuff here. Try this. But I don't want to do it with that. I'm gonna do it with saturation here. So let me go back to Spectre, see what we can do. So I don't think that it's your best interest to fit it within these lines. It's more about these are guidelines. I think we have a little bit of headroom to do this.
Tell me if I'm living right. Brand new bag trip out the dozen, out the bed, like how you want it. Shit I got then came from now. I'm at when they get them and they gone. Ain't hard to see what I'm on. Ain't with us gon' cross the course. I'm on the way to a 5-star course. Run to a bag and I turn to a sport. Tryna get even. I'm bringing even.
So here's the old mix.
But don't look at me in my eyes. I hang with them killers tonight. Don't tell me if I'm living right. Don't even know what's right. Counting that money, alright. Brand new bag trip out the dozen, out the bed, like how you want it. Shit I got then came from now. I'm at when they get them and they gone.
What the? Let's do it again.
But don't look at me in my eyes. I hang with them killers tonight. Don't tell me if I'm living right. Don't even know what's right. Counting that money, alright. Brand new bag trip out the dozen, out the bed.
Sacrificing a lot of that like low mid, upper low end bump. You hear how hard that hits? Missing a lot of that. Wonder if that's from this. It is. Let me check out. Especially. A little bit of that. With this? No. No, it's not. Is it that? No, I don't think it's that either. Where am I not? Why am I hearing it? This stuff? I'm losing some of that smack, but it's alright. Honestly, we're gonna have to. You have to, like, at the end of the day, you have to sacrifice low end for volume. So, which one is it? That isn't a good look though. That this is louder, so I'm gonna push this up even more, as much as I can. I'll probably end up doing something like this too, like. How do we get some more volume out of this? What was that? The maximizer, the Massey Golden Blah. Okay, we're gonna do this. See what this does.
The pocket flooded, looking something like a lake house. This could keep going into my sound like a casino. I wonder who arrived for me. I'm trying to figure out. We put that money on the table, boy. That's like a lake, like a lake. Chance on I ain't take, I'm holding weight. Pussy niggas said it straight. I back my business. Put me in the suit and tie that money, I gotta get it. Don't know what you talking about, but don't look at me in my eyes. I hang with them killers tonight. Don't tell me if I'm living right. Don't even know what's right. Count that money, alright. The pocket flooded, looking something like a lake house. This could keep going into my casino. I wonder who arrived for me. I'm trying to figure out.
Doesn't sound better.
We put that money on the table, boy. That's like
It's just louder for some reason.
I ain't take, I'm holding weight. Pussy niggas said it straight. I bet my business.
So this is when we use the secret move. We just add another limiter. This is the secret move. Oh, wait a second. I didn't put, why don't we do this instead? Clipper's gonna do it.
I'm holding weight. Pussy nigga set it straight. I'm about my business. Put me in a suit.
Oh, I'm on the wrong.
I'm holding weight. Pussy nigga set it straight. I'm about my business. Put me in a suit and tie that money. I gotta get it. Don't know what you talking about, but don't look at me in my eyes. I hang with them killers tonight. Don't tell me if I'm living right. Don't even know what's right. Count that money alright. I'm holding weight. Pussy nigga set it straight. I'm about my business. Put me in.
We need to, it's gonna pop too. This is an unfortunate byproduct.
Pussy nigga set it straight. I'm about my business. Put me in a suit. Tie that money.
It's also partially because of like the frequency as well. Like, for example, if I do this, it's just gonna feel louder. So I probably will do that.
Pussy nigga set it straight. I'm about my business. Put me in a suit and tie that money. I gotta get it. Don't know what you talking about, but don't look at me in my eyes. I hang with them killers tonight. Don't tell me if I'm living right. Don't even know what's right. Count that money alright. I'm holding weight. Pussy nigga set it straight. I'm about my business. Put me in a tie that money. I gotta get it. Don't know what you talking about.
All right, that's good enough. And we're gonna move on to the next song. I'm not gonna spend too much time on each one. We're just gonna move on. We're not gonna overthink. It's close enough to the realm of good enough. All right. Glitch Cat, Extra Life. First time chat from the viewers. What's up, what's up, D. William?
Any chance and I ain't take. I'm holding weight.
Ooh.
Pussy nigga set it straight. I'm about my business. Put me in a suit and tie that money. I gotta get it.
Not gonna lie, this song's
Don't know what you talking about, but don't look at me in my eyes.
This song's a banger.
Hang with them killers tonight. Don't tell me if I'm living right. Don't even know what's right. Count that money alright. Brand new bag trip out the desk. I'm out the bed like how you want.
What was going on? What was going into the mix bus? I'll show you.
Ain't hard to see when I'm on. You with us gon' cross the course. I'm on the way to a 5-star course. Run over back and I turn to a sport. Tryna get even, I'm breaking even. Tryna get even, I'm breaking even. Tryna get even, tryna get even. I'm on my way in, on my way out, on my way in, on my way out, on my way in. The pocket flooded, looking something like a lake house. Just keep going into myself, I can say now. I wonder who will ride for me, I'm trying to figure out. We put that money on the table, boy, that's like flooded.
Stop, we're gonna stop. Hold on, I have an idea. Sorry.
Brand new bag trip out the desk, I'm out the bed like how you want it. Shit I got done came from now. I'm at when they get them and they gone. Ain't hard to see when I'm on. Ain't with us gon' cross the course. I'm on the way to a 5-star course. Run over back and I turn to a sport. Tryna get even, I'm breaking even. Tryna get even, I'm breaking even. Tryna get even, tryna get even. I'm on my way in, on my way out, on my way in, on my way out, on my way in.
So what's going into the, you said what's going into the mix box. So I'm going to move the limiter, the final limiter, the volume raising the limiter here. So check this out. So here's what's going into it. Here's how it's changing. Before. It's louder. So the peak is about the same, but the RMS is different. So check that out. Plugins. We're getting some volume out of it. That's all we're doing is trying to get some volume out of it. Yeah, all the tracks are going into that. So you'll see all the vocals. These vocals are going into a vocal bus here. And then the verbs, the vocal bus, and the beat are going to the mix bus. And then that goes to the meters. So I'm just gonna bounce this out. Sorry, I just want to change that real quick as I listen to it on headphones. We're done. We're gonna move on to the next song. We're on track. Trying to get 4 songs done tonight.
set it straight. I'm about my business. Put me in a suit and tie that money, I gotta get it. Don't know what you talking about, but don't look at me in my eyes. I hang with them killers tonight. Don't tell me if I'm living right. Don't even know what's right. I'm counting that money, alright. Brand new bag, trap out the desk, I'm out the bed, like how you want it. Shit I got then came from now. I'm at when they get them and they gone. Ain't hard to see when I'm on. Even with us gon' cost a course. I'm on the way to a 5-star course. Run over back and I turn to a sport. Tryna get even, I'm breaking even. Tryna get even, I'm breaking even. Tryna get even, tryna get even. I'm on my way in, on my way out, on my way in, on my way out, on my way in. The pocket flooded, looking something like a lake house. This could keep going, ain't too much that I could say now. I wonder who will ride for me, I'm trying to figure out. We put that money on the table, boy, that's like a mouse. Like a lake. Any chance on I ain't take, I'm holding weight. Pussy niggas set it straight, I'm about my business. Put me in a suit and tie that money, I gotta get it. Don't know what you talking about, but don't look at me in my eyes. I hang with them killers tonight. Don't tell me if I'm living right. Don't even know what's right. Count that money, alright.
All right, we're gonna take a little break here, and we're gonna go into. Hold on, wait a second. Give me a second here. We're gonna go into question time with Riley. Hanging out with Riley. Everybody have round of applause. Round of applause and welcome. Hold on, wait. Can I do this? How do I do this? Can I just do this? Everybody, welcome Riley. Hello, Riley.
Yeah.
What up? Hold on. These sounds suck. These are really bad sound bites. Oh man, that was butt. Really bad. But anyway, welcome to the stage, Riley. Come on up. Come on up closer.
Yo. What's good?
We're gonna take a little 5-minute break here as we talk about this song. You know Lucid.
My dog. That's my guy.
Yeah, so you've joined us in a few Lucid sessions and been coming for a while. Tell us, and you watched me mix, and I've had you jump in the seat as well. I know that you have some experience recording at other studios along with ours. What kind of things have you noticed? I'm trying to think of a question here. What do you like about In the Mix Studios and working with Dee Kei and Lou?
Man, just a little bit of everything, but overall, it's just like the work environment. It's got to be fun. It's got to be like cool people. All the other interns are like just like us, like just chill, nothing too serious, like just having fun, like just making music. Good vibes all the time. So
it's good vibes all the time.
Yeah.
And we play a lot of Super Smash. Do you play Super Smash with us?
I'm trash, but it's still fun. You know?
Riley, you come play you blast. We do basketball on Wednesday nights though.
That's what.
Actually, I need to talk to you. I forgot about this.
Hmm.
We should do rec league in March, April. Do you want
Let's
to do it?
it like a men's league.
It's like $450 for like a team. So
I'm
it's gonna be like $50 a person. There's like 10 to 15 games.
Let's recruit the other people. From
Yeah, exactly.
Church.
We're gonna get Adam in there and like Jimmy. Anyway,
I'm so
we
down.
need to do some basketball. Riley, what's your main on Super Smash Brothers?
Ganondorf from
Ganondorf.
Henry. Shout out Henry, other ITM engineer. Just throw that sword out, instant kill.
There you go. So Ganondorf on Super Smash Brothers, and we haven't been playing enough. You haven't like learned. Usually we play so often that usually interns get like really good within a month.
I know it's like a rite of passage. You gotta.
That's like
gotta
yeah,
be
exactly.
A certain level
It's a rite of passage. Anyway, let's talk about music and what are your favorite songs and some of your favorite artists, your biggest influences, your history with music. I know you play piano. You have relative pitch.
A little bit, yeah. It's kind of like I'm split in half. I love like everything Travis Scott, auto tune, like Young Thug, like pioneers of that, and like the high voices, like the weird stuff, like even Cardi, like a whole lot of red, like the baby voice. It's so like innovative, like just stuff that isn't the same. But honestly, I grew up on like the weird stuff, like Tim Burton movies, like scores by like Danny Elfman, like
Although Tim Burton is like weird and spooky, depending on your definition of weird. I mean, Tim Burton is so mainstream that he's not weird at all.
True
Under that
anymore.
definition.
True.
But I mean, it's weird, but it's not uncommon.
Yeah.
There you go. There's.
I guess 10 years ago was a little more weird, but yeah, you're right. That's like the aesthetic now, kind of like the trendy whatever. But
Yeah, and yeah, definitely a pioneer of that vibe.
mm,
Anyway, so what else? Talk to us more. What have you learned recently?
honestly, I learned like in running my own sessions, tracking fast is like the first like biggest
Ooh, let's
thing.
talk about tracking. Yeah, you've watched me track
Definitely.
now a bunch.
Mhm.
What's your thoughts?
It's all about maintaining the vibe. Never stop the music. That's the only probably the biggest takeaway from all that, other than like all the complicated stuff, is just never stop the music. Keep the vibes going always.
The music never ever stops. So it's they say they want a new take. I have pre-roll on, so that means even if I do quick edits, the music is already going.
Definitely.
And it's smooth, it's fast, it feels great for the artist. They don't lose the vibe.
100%.
What else? What else?
Uh,
I'm putting you on the spot.
yeah, no,
hardcore.
it's great. Never let like stupid little things in the studio like kill the vibe. Always like if you forget to record something, like you always say, just apologize for it, move on, don't think about it too much, and just don't overthink stuff in the studio, because the rapper will, or like artists will pick up on that. They'll get their like energy killed, and then they'll just come out, and you'll both just have that unspoken like weirdness, and you don't want that ever. So
Just be cool.
yeah, literally, don't be a weirdo. Like it's not.
Yeah, don't be weird.
It's not.
Hey,
too
for
much
all you
to read.
weirdos out there, the number one advice is don't be a weirdo. Hey, be yourself, unless yourself is a weirdo. Is what Riley's saying. Quote Riley on that
Somewhat.
one.
Something like that.
Yeah. So that being said, we're all weirdos. That's another thing too. Like, what does it mean to be a weirdo? Every artist is a total weirdo. Every engineer, anybody that does music is a weirdo. I'm sorry, you're creative. That's like the best compliment any creative can have, is to be a weirdo. If you're a creative in a creative industry and you're not weird, like I think that's the worst. That's like a derogatory term. It's like, oh, you're so normal.
Yeah, it's, especially in this industry, that's the hardest thing to say, because like, yeah, everyone's just got that
Be weird. Be
mentalness.
goofy.
Yeah.
I mean, like Lou is goofy as crap, and also Bob Horn is goofy as crap. Like a lot of these artists, like they're secretly, no matter how hard they act, they're secretly really goofy. And the reason why I like Lucid specifically is because, little backstory, I guess his parents split up, and his mother-in-law, who he spent a lot of time around, is Japanese, like from Japan, Japanese. So that's where we relate a little bit.
Mhm.
And he learned a lot of things from her. And there's a side of Lucid that is really like corny, and I love it. Like he's like gets real soft and like has emotions. Like I know he acts hard and stuff, but like there's a lot of stuff that's really soft about him, and he's very open about it, and I love that.
No, yeah, like most people are like that, but it's just whether or not they like trust you enough to open up and show you that side of him. So he even showed me that too. Like, and I've only seen him for like a couple weeks and stuff, but yeah, that's how you know he's just like genuine good guy.
Dope. Now we're gonna go back into the next song. Let's go to the next song. We got 2 more songs to do tonight.
Dang.
Thank you so much. This has been Time with Riley.
Do some more interesting questions next time
Wait
from,
That was-
from the people.
a second. What is
That's cool. That could be my little outro song.
this?
Nope.
Oh, wait.
Woo! Woo!
What the heck?
Who in the blue hell are you?
What is this?
We need a little stream deck.
Woo! Woo!
Yeah.
Effects on
I
it
need
and
some
stuff.
good sound bites. Who the heck is Pac-Man Jones? Who is Pac-Man Jones?
I don't fuck with you.
Oh, that's mean. Oh, Hype Squad. This has been Time with Riley. That's the right sound bet. That's the right sound bet. First off, we need to change some properties here, because if I'm not mistaken, on filters, edit filters. Oh shoot! Wait a second. We're gonna go to the gameplay stream. We're gonna talk about. So hold on. Let me do this real quick. Test. Is the audio output capture... Oh, it's not filtering anymore. Hold on. When did it do that? That's strange. So I'm going to do a compressor. Compressor. I'm going to name this sidechain. Oops, too late. And sidechain ducking from audio input capture. We're going to do super slow release here. Now, if I'm talking, it should sidechain the test. There we go, test. I'm gonna make it a little bit slower. I don't know how does it sound on the phone.
But don't look at me in my eyes. I hang with them killers tonight. Don't tell me if I'm living
Make the release a little bit faster here. How about that? Now you should be able to hear me just fine. Riley's testing it for me. The next song that we're gonna do. We're gonna go to the next song. The next song is called. That was, what was that one? That was this one. All right, that's purple as well. Should we do Stand Up Guy? Stand Up Guy? No, we're not gonna do the clipping one. I don't think that's gonna be fun. As soon as I pulled up the clipping one and I was playing it back, we lost 5 viewers. So we're not gonna do that. Roadrunner, this is a good one. Let's see. No, we're not gonna do that right now. That's gonna take way too much work. We're gonna make that sound as good as possible.
Oh my God, I'd be lying if I tell you I ain't got no problem. I'ma beat the odds, run up that money and
I'm gonna let you pick. That one or Stand Up Guy? Okay. While this is pulling up, I'm gonna get some water. Real quick. Here's some lo-fi music for yourselves. Watch his background as I get some water. I need some water. You want some water or Coke or something? Pepsi? I'll get you a Pepsi, and I'm gonna get a water. In the meantime, enjoy this background. And Riley, say what up to all the peeps. Everybody ask questions
Any
to Riley.
questions, I got you. Do a little mixing myself. It's that Lucid Beats, man. It's too hard. Yes, sir, the dogs. Big chillin' vibes. All warm and shit. Hop in that little bathtub. Y'all go check out Lucid 2 on Apple Music. Lucid Kei, K-H-I. Just dropped his last single too. I think he about to drop an album too with all these songs. Crazy.
D Tonesmith, did you see this question? Dean, yo, the dogs are back. Yes, they are. D Tonesmith,
Must be YouTube.
Riley, way you like mixing.
Yeah.
Riley,
like it
Riley, way you like mixing? Question mark. What you like mixing?
I do trap stuff a little bit, but I also just dropped actually an album with this artist named Baby Bea. It's like some R&B female vocalist type stuff, but honestly everything right now. I'm trying to just learn, grow, get as much experience as I can. But I make a lot of beats too and stuff, so it's mainly like trap oriented and stuff, but R&B is crazy too. It's not country, sorry. Anything but country, man. So sorry. Too much hip hop, listening to different workflows. I mean, hip hop is like just clean ass vocal and a crazy 808. Like if you can just get the balance between those two, like that's pretty much it, honestly. Don't gotta overthink it really. Yeah.
I made myself a burrito as well. You should probably use this.
He doesn't really do that stuff, so
Man.
it's different workflows and stuff.
Okay, we're gonna add ... I don't get to mix much hip hop, so it's cool seeing the different workflows and different ways you guys enhance the track. Yeah, it's fun. I mostly do like, I would say like, typically speaking, I do like a lot of pop music, and sometimes that leans into a little bit of hip hop, that leans into a little bit of R&B, but mostly pop. I do a lot of singers. That's the most common, because I myself am a singer. I have a lot of background with that. I tend to make singers the most happy. You do. Tell me about this. You said you mixed an album for someone.
Yeah, it's just their first EP.
How did it go? Can we listen to it?
Sure, yeah. I'm actually on like the first song. Her name's Baby Bea, and she's like R&B singer. Sounds like Janae Aiko and like Kehlani and stuff.
Oh.
Or like
Can we listen
every
to it?
song's
Will
a
we get
little
in trouble?
different. No, yeah.
And second off, do you want? Are we doing this like? Are we just showing us, or do you want feedback?
Any
or what's the
feedback,
thing?
like constructive criticism, always open to everything. Please.
Do we want to take a 2-minute break and listen to this song from Riley? You have to like airdrop it to me though. I have to play it from the computer, and I don't have an aux cord in this room right now.
Here, I'll
D.
pick
Tonesmith's
like the cleanest one off her album.
the cleanest one, and then like cleanest mix or like cleanest lyrically.
Like best mix. Like,
Best mix. Okay. Wait, is this already done? Is this released?
Yeah, it's like pretty much out.
Oh, it's
already.
released?
Yeah.
No, I don't want to give feedback. We're just gonna listen to it. We're just gonna listen to it.
Alright,
No, I don't
alright.
give feedback for already released songs.
I get you. Can we look it up on Spotify then, or do I have to find like a file? for
Also, actually, on second thought, if it's already released, we can't play it because it'll copyright strike us.
it? Really?
Yeah.
We could do that on like your Thursday like mixed feedback things.
Yeah, but it has to be, again, it still has to be unreleased.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, even if on the mix. Okay, on that note,
We'll make some new
if
shit.
you want feedback on your mixes, sorry, I'm enjoying this little tiny burrito here. But if you want feedback on your mixes in real time, and you are brave and are willing to share your music to a worldwide audience, then come join us on this Twitch stream Friday mornings, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. That is 10 a.m. LA time. Los Angeles, 10 a.m. to noon. For 2 hours, I do mix feedback. Usually I charge $20 a song to do feedback, and I often charge, right now at the current moment, I'm charging like $100 a song for mastering. But if you come to Mix Feedback Fridays, not only will I give you feedback on your mix, but if I like the mix and I approve the mix, I will master the song and send it to you if you are subscribed to my Twitch. I'm not subscribed on YouTube, subscribed on Twitch. So it's great. And anybody that's subscribed on Twitch, like even if I decide not to master it fully and put my name on it, I'll still give you like a reference demo that you can go back and change the mix, listening for what I'm showing you with the files. So, and that's usually $20 a song that I usually do personally. And so it's like basically free lessons. So Friday mornings, 10 a.m., it's on my Twitch schedule. Check it out. Yeah. All right. Is there anything else? I'm trying to finish this burrito. I want to eat this burrito. I'm dehydrated. My jaw was locking up. That's really lame. Let's see. Do you want to hear another? What are some great R&B vocal compressors? All right. So, I think there's a misconception here. Also, I just realized this is not... Oh, that's normal. Oops. So, compressors for vocals. I don't think it's genre-based. I think that it would be more relevant to say speed-based, like slow vocals versus really fast rap vocals. I think is a little bit more relevant, and R&B vocals tend to be a little bit slower. And I think that has more to do with like attack and release settings than anything else. So, but I'll tell you my favorite compressor, DNA, who is on YouTube right now. Thanks for joining us. My favorite compressor as of right now is still Magic Death Eye. Like that the Magic Death Eye is like easily my favorite compressor. I have it here and I use it all the time. I'm gonna pull it up. For stereo bus, for drums, for vocals, this is like just, it's a very mute type compressor. It is absolutely wonderful. I love this compressor. And they have a stereo version as well. Saturation on it is dope. Stereo version has a different ratio curve from what I understand, a different filter. So instead of 150 hertz, it's 200 hertz. A couple different release and attack time settings. Instead of punch mode, there's no punch mode, there's just oversampling. And you can change how much harmonic saturation you want in it. Great for like master bus processing. But I still use the original more. If I had to pick one, I would go with the mono one. They sound different. And this one sounds better to me. And it adds some low mid to the vocal. It's like Fairchild-esque, but better. It's like, this is like my go-to. I love this. I use this a lot.
And honestly, for like parallel compression and like bringing like the valleys up and a little more thickness and fullness, the Distressor emulation by like UAD is like
Distressor's
really good.
Dope. I think like the most underrated compressor of all time is the R comp.
Yeah.
This is the most underrated compressor. Like, it sounds great. And it's on waves. No, I think the most underrated compressor is probably your stock compressor. Yeah, it does the same thing.
Or even like if you have any UAD gear, like the Teletronics free LA2A type one that just comes with it. Fire.
There you go. This is all the free stuff or the ones that I have. Yeah, the LA2A Legacy is dope. The free, this is important. Where's that? The Fairchild Legacy 670 Legacy, not the 670, the new one. But the free 670 Legacy sounds amazing on vocals. It's the free one. It's the Legacy Fairchild 670 Legacy. So the newer one has like a mix knob on here. It looks slightly different. It looks up to date. It's like their up to date one. Sounds absolutely phenomenal on vocals, and sometimes I will actually use that as like a parallel for vocals. On top of that, but we said before, the best outboard compressor. I'm telling you, for the price range,
Comp 2A.
it's the Golden Age Comp 2A. I can't, like, I need an affiliate link for these guys. This is like, it's $600. This is easily the best outboard vocal compressor Like, so good. I've shot this out with actual LA2As, and it's holds up, and it actually performed better in some cases, honestly speaking.
How does that compare to like the Tube Tech? Just like this standard.
Tube Tech is cool. I don't like the Tube Tech. Tube Tech is like too clean, and that's why people like it. But if you're gonna use a Tube, like if you're gonna use a Tube Tech, or if you want to go out of the box for anything, I feel like it's got to do something that it's got to be dirty. Like it's got to be cool. It's got to be vibey. And the Tube Tech is a little bit too clean. I don't like the Tube Tech. I think that's one of the most overrated compressors.
Like pop stuff. Kind of
Yeah, I mean it works. It works for everything, and it works great. I have no complaints. It's just like when I'm going for a compressor that gives me vibe, that can really transform a vocal, I'm definitely not going for a Tube Tech. It's like it's very functional. Like it's very. Yeah, it's like it's. As a utility, it works. It does its job. What do you think about the DVX 160? Punchy. DVX 160 is punchy.
For live instruments too. A lot of Warren used that in a lot of like that Sunset Sound and stuff.
Say that closer to the mic.
Warren Hewart for like Produce Like a Pro. He uses that a lot for like live band tracking and stuff like that.
Well, the DBX 160, yeah, that sounds super good. What do you think of the higher price? This is all from YouTube, by the way. So come join us if you're on YouTube. So DNA, if you want to come join us on and go to our time and come join us on Twitch, where the rest of the cats are here viewing as well. What do you think about? What do you think of the higher price preamps compared to a cheaper price preamp? Oh, thank you for following Audio Fever Studio. Appreciate the love. I think, hold on, that takes us to 302. We hit 300 followers today. Okay, so here's the deal. So, I know Bryce Young, the owner of Warm Audio, personally. Cool dude. If you want the tone of outboard gear, go for clones like Warm Audio, Golden Age. They sound really good. It's impossible especially for vintage stuff. Each vintage equipment doesn't sound the same. And I will tell you right now, 99.8% of the time that on YouTube comments with shootouts that says this one sounds more open, sounds better. Absolute bullshit. And here's the reason why. Let me check out my Twitch. Alright, here's the reason why. It is imperative, okay? Why? Hold on. I'm zoning out. Let me focus back in. I'm losing brain cells. I'm trying to gather them back up and bring them together. So if you have a vintage LA2A, you want that sound, each vintage LA2A is going to sound totally different. The attack and release time is going to be different because the optocell is probably going to be different, and they're not calibrated perfectly. Everything sounds different, all right? And I'm going to tell you right now, if you're listening to comparison reviews and you personally can't hear a difference, then there is no difference. Because there's a difference between really, really detailed, fine. There's non-practical differences and practical differences. Just like with non-practical techniques or non-practical mixing versus practical mixing, non-practical information, let's say you can hear dither. Is that really practical? Being able choosing between the better dither and different things. I don't think that that's really practical. So I think the most practical thing is to get a clone. I don't think it's practical to get one that's that expensive. I just don't think it's worth spending a few grand on something that you can achieve the same tone for much less. And the reason why I mostly am in the box to begin with is because as a professional, time is money. The more time that I have to bounce things out and render things and go out of the box for, it's just not worth it. I'm making less money per hour, and I only have so many hours per day. So it's just not. If you add outboard gear to your workflow, you're adding potential problems to your workflow. So I would say if you're an enthusiast or if you're not worried about how much money you're making, you're just doing this for fun, or you really are just like, you're a pro and you're making enough money that you want to, like, you just want to invest some money into experimenting with this stuff, it may be worth it. But is it going to make you money? The only time that outboard gear, first off, thank you so much for subscribing, Audio Fever. Appreciate the subscribe, Audio Fever Studio. It helps a lot. But as far as like the only time that in the music industry that it's worth buying outboard gear, right? The only time is if you're a commercial studio and if you're in LA or Nashville or New York where engineers are renting your studio, artists are renting your studio, and you're not necessarily engineering, where the gear is part of, and granted, a very, like, compared to what you're thinking, a much smaller part, but still a part of the buying process, the decision-making process for an artist to decide to come work with you. If you own your studio and it is, let's say, this is not a commercial studio, this is a personal studio, this is Dee Kei Studio, and whenever you book studio time at Dee Kei Studio, Dee Kei is going to be the engineer. If that's the case, gear doesn't matter as much. It really doesn't matter. It's about personal brand, who you are, and the trust that they have in you. If you have a space where people are coming for the space, not for the engineer, for the space, then, for example, in LA, a lot of cats think that the C800G with the Tube Tech and the Neve 1073, like, that's the classic tone. Like, people will pick studios because they have a Neve 1073 with this CL1B Tube Tech. Like, that's just the nature of the game. But that being said, that counts for a very small amount. And I just don't think there's really no point. Like, from a business perspective, there's absolutely no reason to invest into outboard gear unless it's truly just for fun. Right? That's kind of just how it comes down to. It makes your workflow has potentially more problems. It makes it slower. You can only use one instance of it at a time, and you need to upgrade your interface to use it probably. And then maybe even get a clock if you're going to get another there's so many potential issues that it's not just one thing. It's a rabbit hole, and it's a waste of time. It really is, and a waste of money. But that being said, I still have this is like my smaller home setup, right? I still have 3 pieces of gear that I love so much. One of them being the Golden Age Comp 2A. Like, for me to recommend a piece of outboard gear, it has to be that damn good. Because it really is. Like, this LA 2A clone is that damn good. Also, I have a Chorus D from Clark Technic because Sweetwater made it $70. Are you kidding me? $70 for a Chorus D 2U rack unit? Like, that's cheaper than a plugin, and I got the hardware. But the problem, again, even if it's cheaper than a plugin, the problem is that I can only use it in one instance. So if I want to use it again on a different track, I have to freeze it, or I have to like commit the track. So it's like, it's annoying, if anything. So yeah, it takes a lot for me to want to go outboard, and there are differences. For example, like, one of the only things that I've heard that actually changes the tone in a way that I cannot emulate in the box is a converter. And I'm not in the bad wagon of converters. Like, I don't think you should upgrade your converters. I don't think upgrading your converters is what's keeping you from getting better. I don't think that at all. But there is one converter that I've heard personally that, like, was just, like, totally different in a great way. Is the... Oh, man. We have it at the studio. What is it? Oh man, I see it in my head right now. It's a mastering grade converter. Oh my gosh. What's the brand? Oh my gosh. It's expensive too. Oh, Hilo, Lynx Hilo. It's the Lynx Hilo. Okay, so what the Lynx Hilo did is that when we went out of the box and came back into the box, so we printed the conversion, right? So we printed, so it went out of the, I think it went out of, what was it going out of? I think it was like an Apogee or something like that. Went out of the Apogee and printed back in and used the conversion from the Lynx Hilo. What that made it sound like is it made it sound like the song was previously out of phase, and then it brought everything back into phase. So it was like this sound that I couldn't emulate. Where on the other hand, we've done summing and converting with the dangerous converter 2 plus, the convert 2 plus, whatever. It's got It's got better conversion, quote unquote, better conversion, and it's got this emphasis transformer knob, so you can blend in the tone from the transformer. When I did it, and Lou had it and returned it immediately, especially after he learned about the Hilo and then immediately bought the Hilo, because what I heard with the Dangerous is something that I could emulate with an EQ. So this is the problem with outboard gear, is that, yes, it has a different tone and it can creatively take you in a different direction, but practically speaking, if I can hear what it's doing, then I don't need to get it. If I hear, okay, it's just boosting the top end a little bit, making the low end a little bit rounder, I could probably do that with some EQ and some saturation. Then there's no point in me getting that. Like, it has to be really impressive for me to go out of the box. Is that fair to say?
I mean, yeah, I don't use any outboard gear, but that's always been my main question too. Like, coming to work at studios in LA, like, is that really the difference in my tracks? And
don't believe the hype.
It's just recording at the right levels too, not too hot, just understanding gain staging, all that stuff.
And also, I will say that there's been a lot of talk and conversation about a lot of mastering engineers are slowly mastering engineers are known for staying out of the box. Like, that's one of the few people in the industry that's like, they have to be out of the box, mastering engineer, right? I think absolutely I think there has been a pattern recently. A lot of high-end, we're talking high-end Grammy-winning mastering engineers that are switching to completely in-the-box. And there's been a lot of argument and debate saying that in-the-box mastering can potentially give you better tone, more headroom, and much louder with less artifacts. So, I mean, it takes a lot of skill, but some people are starting to get brave and push against the mainstream perspective, which is total bullshit because they don't know what they're talking about. Most of these people that are writing these comments don't have their own equipment, have never tried it, have gone to other studios, or maybe they're talking on from like back in the day when they were working in studios in the 80s. Like, it's just total BS, okay? There's a lot of the fact that mastering engineers are switching to digital, and to be honest, good ones. And I'm not going to name personally because they're going to get hated on unfortunately, the culture is, they're going to hate on them. But a lot of these mastering engineers that I know and love are switching in the box for a reason. So the point about this is not to downbash. I'm not trying to say that out of the box sucks and you're bad if you go out of the box. Not at all. That's awesome, and that's your tone and your vibe. And if you already own it, then that's dope. But is it worth saving the money and spending the money now that you know this information? Absolutely not. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. You can get better recordings. Outboard gear is technically inferior to infinite potential digital media. It's just technically inferior. But people, like, for example, though, at the same time, right? Motown was Gavin was talking about Motown. And Motown had this really wonky room tones that they love so much. And it's very vintagey and it's really weird. Okay? This is why labels make such a big deal about owning master recordings as well. Because, for example, anybody could do what Taylor Swift does, which is re-record the music and redo. You could even almost match perfectly the production of the original recording, but you cannot use the original recording. They own the original recording. The reason why we do this is because memories are tied to the original sound. Motown recordings and Earth, Wind & Fire and Stevie Wonder back in the early days, they suck. There's no low end. It's way too harsh. Old Michael Jackson recordings, even like the ones that are like known for being great sound, they suck. Like, I've heard people mixing in bedrooms with far less experience that sound much more fuller, depth-wise, front to back, up and down, left and right, so much more depth and space. But that's because the technology, like, that's the best that they can do with the technology then. And also, it wasn't cool to be an engineer, so there wasn't a huge amount of information. Like, you had to be trained, you had to become like a knight's, a squire for a knight. Like, you had to, that's the only way to really learn it. Like, you couldn't go on YouTube and learn this stuff. So there was like a lack of information on how to learn this stuff, a lack of like references, like the best reference. Like, if the best reference that you have during Motown was like this other Motown record, like you got to remember, like, we have Charlie Puth, we have anything mixed by Serban Gennady. Like, have you heard a Justin Bieber mix and then compared it to like Motown? Like, technically speaking, it's not even close. it's not it's gross how much of a difference it is. But at the same time, if you ever remix and change the tone of a vintage Motown record, I will be pissed. If you ever change Human Nature by Michael Jackson into a more modern, better sounding mix, more modern sounding mix, I will hate you forever, because I love those mixes. I loved Lupe Fiasco when he was making mixtapes before he dropped Food and Liquor in the Cool. Like, this is mixtapes, right? His 3 mixtapes before. They sound so bad, but that's the vibe. That was the tone, and I love that stuff.
Something nostalgic about it.
Yeah, and that's the reason why, like, for example, Serban Ganea, which is like the #1 mixer in the world, and he stays quiet. When Serban mixes Silk Sonic, it sounds vintage. Like, that's a tone, that's a vibe.
Like all the reference tracks from like the 70s, 80s, just like.
Yeah, but if you listen to Silk Sonic and then you immediately play like Charlie Puth, like, oh wow, Charlie Puth is just so much fuller, so much deeper, so much brighter, so much more depth and space. But that's not the vibe, you know. Like,
it still hits.
If Silk Sonic did that, it would feel emotionally come off different. Like, it would feel more modern and like, for example, that's what makes Wolfpack so good too. Like, Wolfpack is Wolfpack because it sounds like crap, and that's the beauty of it. Now, if they ever change, it'll suck. It'll suck.
Same reason why X is Look At Me, the most distorted SoundCloud song I've ever heard in my life, has like most plays ever. It's just whatever translates the energy the best way. There's no right way every time, no formula.
And like, let's talk about, like, even as a genre, like, for example, like punk rock, technically speaking, like, is not the most technical genre ever. Like, punk rock is usually a bunch of high school kids or coming from high school that don't have much, they only play power chords. But is there a genre that portrays angst and teenage feelings better? If all of a sudden they started playing chords and progressions like Snarky Puppy, would that make it better and translate that emotion better? Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
You don't even know what it is half the time. It's just like
absolutely
in the art.
Exactly. So it's like, it's super important. Like, so again, coming back to like the practical, what is that? I think there's a theme in this. I think the message is, it doesn't matter. Nothing matters in this life. I mean, I'm not trying to be nihilist or anything, but as far as music, nothing matters. Make a sound, make it weird. Just do you. Like, the more authentically you are, and if you means crappy mixes, and as long as you can do it confidently. Now, that being said, like, for example, like Russ is a good example of someone that can do crappy mixes on his own, but he's very confident about it, and it works. Now, if Russ released music and his mixes are crap, which they are, like when he mixes himself, they're crap, and he wasn't confident about it. He's like your regular next door rapper that, like, most of these rappers are really insecure about, like, the tone and sound and stuff. It's just not going to translate. It's just going to feel weird. But if they're really confident about it, then all for them. All for them. Like, that's just going to work. It's like a branding thing. Like, the confidence matters more. The personality and confidence matters more than the actual tone of the record. Like, whatever tone you have tends to be part of the personality, part of the branding. It's really interesting. All right, that was a huge tangent. And during this rant, somehow we had like 10 more new viewers come in. What up? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the Twitch stream. Welcome to wherever you're at. If you're on Facebook, if you are on YouTube, thanks for joining us. We're going to go back. Any other questions? I think this is a really good tangent. We're spitting some facts right now. Like, this is some deep facts that nobody tells you because everybody is so absorbed into the consumerism thought process of that Americans and everybody worldwide. The musicians are in. Yo, you don't even need Pro Tools. I made money with GarageBand. It was free. Audacity. Use Audacity. Use the stock plugins. You can make money. Train your ears. In fact, I recommend everybody to use just the stock plugins for a mix or two and train your ears that way. Like, don't rely on awesome GUIs, and unless you use Reaper. Reaper has like the worst stock GUI. Like, it doesn't even have meters most of the time. Yeah, that's trash. But other than that, like, there's no excuses. It's 2021, almost 2022. There's no excuses anymore. Also, happy holidays, everybody. All right, random. All right, we're gonna go back into this mix potentially. We got to do 2 more songs. I'm just gonna barely touch these next ones. I'm not gonna spend too much time on this. So I'm gonna turn down the lo-fi, turn off the lo-fi. Yeah, that was I love listening to lo-fi stuff as far as like background music goes. Best way to train your ears. Good question.
Soundgym.com.
Damn, Benny. Soundgym.com. So soundgym.com is a website where they like train you for frequency recognition and image spacing, like if it's more left or more right and how far panned out it is. There's like, it's a bunch of trainings, but the problem with all those trainings is that it's not practical. That's the only thing that I have. That if you listen to white noise and you can hear 3K boosted in white noise, it's just not practical. That's not going to help you make a better song. Like the only way to train your ears is to do more. And there's I'm going to make bullet points beneath this, but the main headline is you have to spend more time doing it. Like this is the only way. You have to practice. Like in 2020, and this is a little humble brag here. In 2020, I mixed 1,019 songs in 1 year. All right? Of course, I got crazy better in that 1 year. Now, depending on how you look at it, like, never mind, I'm not going to go on that tangent. But you have to put in the time. You have to sacrifice. I don't recommend anybody do 1,000 mixes. That shit sucked. Mental health went down the drain during that year. I almost quit music completely. I hit the goal, and it was just like the unhappiest goal that I've ever hit in my life. It just wasn't good. I don't recommend it at all. Way over burnt out. But that being said, like, you have to spend time. Now, the bullet points underneath, how do you get better faster? 1, reference. That means when you're mixing and you feel like your ears are getting tired, go back, or before you start mixing, find songs that sound similar to the song that you're working on and reference. Play back and forth. Even if you just pull up Spotify and pause the Pro Tools, press play on Spotify, like, okay, where are the vocals sitting? Pay attention to specific parts. How do the vocals sound? How's the vocal sitting compared to your mix? How's the drums hitting compared to your mix? If you do that, that's going to help you get better faster. Reference. Number 2, mix fast. You have to mix fast. Okay, that is so important. So many people spend hours and hours and hours and days, potentially days and even months, mixing the same damn song. That's not going to make your song better. That's not going to make you a better mixer. Like, the only way to get better is to be like, what's going to make you better faster? Working on the same song for a year, or working on 100 different songs during a year. If you spent the same amount of time, if you spend 100 hours in a year or in a month working on this one song versus 100 hours working on 10 different songs, which one are you going to get better? Obviously more songs. Like, this is just basic logic, right? So on that note, like, so mix fast. And the reason why we mix fast as well, and exactly, and damn Benny, like you were saying, like, I spend weeks on a song and I hate it. And you're going to find that the mix revision version 1 or 2 is going to sound better than your 5 or 6. And it always happens. It's inevitable. That's like super common across the board. Okay, so another reason why you want to mix fast is because mixing, this is an art form. This is emotion. You are letting emotion flow through you. So like if I play a song and I play a rough mix, and you'll see this a lot, like when I mix, like when I do mixes from scratch. These are not from scratch, so it's a little bit different. But when I mix a song from scratch, and you'll see me do it live often and I have past videos on YouTube, I'll listen to the song from front to end, and I'll think, okay, the chorus needs to hit here. I need that energy here. I need this. Okay, we want some delays to make it feel really spacey. There's a lot of things that I'm hearing that I'm very inspired. I want it to sound like this. I want the music to do this. Yada, yada, yada. I'm very inspired. Inspiration is fleeting. The more time that you spend on a mix, all of that stuff that you thought of when you listen to it for the first time just disappears. And then all that's left is a memory. Oh, I knew that I was supposed to make this chorus big, but you forgot emotionally the reason why. Why was this emotionally supposed to make the chorus big? And then now you're just making it big for the sake of it being big because that's what you remember thinking before. Like, you know what I'm saying? So inspiration is fleeting. Mix fast so you can stay inspired. Most people spend too much time there. Perfectionism is a big deal. Like, you'll even see, for example, like, even 30 years old, has won now 2-3 Grammys. Jesse Ray Ernster, one of our good friends. If you watched his past live stream, he mixed a song previously, a rock song, and then on live, he remixed it for 2 hours. And at the end of the 2 hours, he said, and he like referenced the old mix and then referenced the new mix. He was feeling really confident. And then he said, I don't like how the old one sounds. And he went back and referenced the new mix. He's like, I don't like how the new one sounds either. And then he quits Pro Tools and he's like, and that's how it goes sometimes. And then the stream ends. Like that's literally how it goes. The dude has 3 Grammys. He mixed Woman by Doja Cat. He helped mix on, or he helped record on Kanye's Jesus is King album record. And what else? He does all of Burna Boy's stuff. Like, the dude is amazing. But it's still like that, especially if you take too long. Like, that's just how it goes. It doesn't. I hang out with Bob Horn. Bob Horn does like BTS, does a lot of like K-pop right now, especially because that's like what's fire. Has done BTS, has done like Blackpink, has done Usher, Neo in the past. I know that for sure. Lupe Fiasco in the past has done a lot of like big names. Also has a Grammy and a bunch of like Billboard stuff. Same thing. Like, you have to take breaks. You have to stay inspired. You have to mix relatively fast, and it just takes time. It takes experience, and unfortunately, that's it. Like, the dude is like, Bob has one of I love Bob's low end. And granted, he has $40,000 speakers in one of the best tuned rooms acoustically that I've ever heard in my entire life. And if you cannot get the low end almost perfect in Bob's room, you have an issue. It is not the speakers or the headphones or anything. Anyway, like, the dude it's just how it goes as a mixer. And we were talking about this. Like, one of my favorite mixers of all time, his name is Tony Maserati. Does a lot, mostly the Beyonce stuff is Tony Maserati, all right? If you listen to, Tony, like, this is another thing about mix engineers too that they don't tell you. Mix engineers are hit or miss. That means every song is not going to be their best mix ever. Like, you just can't. Like, some songs are just not as good mixes, even if it's the same artist, the same mixer. Like, it just, because there's so much more in play than just the mixer. I mean, honestly, what makes a really good mix is oftentimes the arrangement. Like, if the producer makes the arrangement like perfect, like, you don't have to do that much mixing for it to sound freaking phenomenal. Like, if the arrangement is on point, the mix doesn't matter at that point. So, and the songwriting, obviously, blah, blah, blah. And those things are not in your control typically. So, for example, if you listen to Tony Maserati, his newer stuff with Beyonce, fire. But there's a song that we all know and love. I want y'all to listen to Crazy in Love featuring Jay-Z. Listen to Crazy in Love featuring Jay-Z by Beyonce, right? Listen to that song, and then listen to anything Justin Bieber, and you're going to be blown away with how much that mix sucks. Crazy in Love. Like, you got me so crazy right now. It sounds like Silk Sonic, but worse. And that's just how it is. And granted, that was a long time ago, so maybe there's some technological differences. Maybe that's exactly the vision that Beyonce wanted. Maybe that the producer was heavily involved. Oftentimes with label cases, like A&R is very heavily involved. They have this artistic vision. They want it to sound vintage, and that's the A&R is working very heavily on like, basically creative directing the entire thing, even the tone of the sound. So there's a lot of this. Like, it's all over the place. There's so many reasons why. But, like, not every mix by a famous mix engineer is also going to be their best mix. And that's just how it goes. So what if the people that are winning Grammys aren't able to do it so consistently, aren't able to get it perfect right every single time? What in the hell is wrong with you if you think that you can? It's impossible. Like, yeah, and
even back to when they said what you said about, like, not overthinking it, like, for like Beat It by Michael Jackson, they did, like, I think 70 versions of the mix.
Hold on, I'm gonna look up the exact.
And then they ended up going with number 2. So it's like, whatever they're feeling in the beginning, that's what it was. Overthinking it, like, never works in that way.
Okay. All right. Bruce Swedien. Okay, Bruce Swedien was also okay. How many mixes Gearspace? Wait a second. Okay. Let's see. 520 Thriller, Off the Wall. I forgot what it is. I forgot what it was. But yeah, it was like almost 100 mixes, and then they ended up keeping one of the first 5. Mm-hmm. Like, so Bruce Swedien mentored Leslie Brathwaite, who mentored me. So, like, there's a chain there, you know. It's like the priesthood. Somehow I got the keys of the priesthood. passed down from Bruce Swedeen to Leslie to me. So that's how it works. Thanks for the advice. I know you mentioned this stuff on the pods at time. Good stuff. No, I talk about this a lot on the podcast, but never live and never this passionate. I need to be more passionate on the podcast. I've been weak on the passion recently. It's been more conversational. But we're gonna go back to this song. So even with the last song, I just wasn't happy with it as much as I was, but I still printed it and I still put my name on it. This is how it goes. And what up? I know that you said hi earlier. Canvas Music. What up? Thanks for coming and joining us. Appreciate you stopping by. And yeah, we're gonna. I need to do 2 more songs before midnight, so we're gonna go on to the next song. Sorry, I'm sorry for yelling into the mic and getting really passionate here. This is the next song. Let's listen to it. Here's the rough. Let me actually import the rough before I do anything here. Which one? This is Stand Up Guy, right? Yeah, I think so. What up, Ray? Thanks for joining us, Ray. Appreciate you. Okay, yeah, this is it. Yeah, I'm gonna solo this. This is the rough mix.
I'm a face.
Cool song.
I'm a face. Got the Standing tall, I'm a stand-up kind of guy. I see the bank, me and the money eye to eye. Hallelujah, I've been praying to my God. I'd be lying if I tell you I got no problem. I'ma beat the odds, run up that money and regardless. I let them eat in front of me while I was starving. Realize who I am and then I done became a target. Feel like I'm a joker out in Gotham. I don't even know yet how you gon' question my logic. I'ma make sure I go out like rockets. Mama, on your pad that she sent jumped out the cockpit.
What up, Bear Soul Music? Thanks for joining us.
This one right here for the ones who doubt it. We coming from a gram up to the ounces. I can tell you how I did and how I found it. I got money, third party that's accounted. Standing tall, I'm a stand-up kind of guy. I see the bank, me and the money eye to eye. Hallelujah, I've been praying to my God. I be lying if I
Super distorted too.
I be lying if I tell you anything but true. I took a bet on me, I see it through. I might get some scars on the way, but no, it's off. I done seen the vision remain solid, now it's stuck. We just walked up in there, bitch, you better now, sauce. Trying to say my name, I vouch for them like vouch what? Only thing I vouch for is that money in my blood. I was so fucked up, she told me I was hard to love. Standing tall, I'm a stand-up kind of guy. I see the bank, me and the money eye to eye. Hallelujah, I've been praying to my God. I'd be lying if I tell you I got no problem. Standing tall, I'm a stand-up
Yes,
kind of
it's
guy.
definitely distorted. Everything is distorted. I feel like the mix bus is distorted. It's just distorted. And what did you say while I was playing? Say it into the mic.
They got that fruity soft clipper on 100% probably on that shit. Decap or something.
But it's the vibe. You said it was the vibe.
Yeah. Always.
Do you want it clean? Do you want me to clean it
Never.
up?
I love it like that.
You want? Should I keep
That's
it
what
dirty?
you hear in the car from a mile away. Subwoofer in the trunk just blowing.
Lol, FL Clipper. All right, I'm gonna turn this up a touch, and I'm gonna do what I usually do here. I'm gonna turn down the volume of the beat and start with the vocals.
Standing tall, I'm a stand-up kind of guy. I see the bank, me and the money eye to eye. Hallelujah, I've been praying to my God. I'd be lying if I tell you I got no problem. I'ma beat the odds, run up that money and regardless. I let them eat in front of me while I was starving. Realize who I am and then I done became a target. Feel like I'm a joker out in God.
Again, one of the best compressors.
I'm gonna make sure I go out like Rockies. Mama, on your pad that she sent jumped out the cockpit. Yeah, told you I'ma go make us a mountain. This one right here for the ones who doubt it. We coming from a gram up to the ounces. I can tell you how I did and how I found it. I got money, third party that's accounted. Standing tall, I'm a stand-up kind of guy. I see the bank, me and the money eye to eye. Hallelujah, I've been praying to my God. I'd be lying if I tell you I got
One of my favorite channel strips of all time. The saturation on this is just phenomenal. Again. Oh, guess who's on? This is on Elijah, you need to get on Twitch. Elijah, you need to get on Twitch. But Elijah said Riley DK combo is lethal. What up? How's Atlanta, Lige? How's
Miss you, bro.
Atlanta?
Real.
Lige, we need to hear from you. Come join us on Twitch. Bro, I'm about to FaceTime you and put you on the camera.
Real.
Lige, we miss you. Come back. How's the move? How's everything going?
Bro, fly me out, bro. I'm trying to see what is
Standing
up.
tall, I'm a stand-up kind of guy. I see the bank
Is he
me
on
and the money
YouTube over there?
I Hallelujah, I've been praying to my God. I'd be lying if I tell you I ain't got no problem. I'ma beat the odds, run out that money regardless.
I let him eat in front of me while I was starving. Realized who I am and then I done became a target. Feel like I'm a Joker out in Gotham.
I don't even know yet how you gon' question my logic. I'm gonna make sure I go out like Rockies.
Mama, your pride that she sent jumped out the cockpit. Yeah, told you I'ma go make us a mountain.
This one right here for the ones who doubt it. We coming from a gram up to the ounces. I can tell you how I did and how I found it. I got money third party that's accounted. Standing tall, I'm a stand-up kind of guy. I see the bank me and the money eye to eye. Hallelujah, I've been praying to my God. I'd be lying if I tell you I ain't got no problem.
I'd be lying if I tell you anything but true. I took a bet on me, I see it through. Yeah, I might get some scars on the way, but no, it's up.
I'm gonna need to do something here. I need to do
Be
something.
lying if I tell you I ain't got no problem. I'ma beat the odds, run out that money regardless. I let him eat in front of me while I was starving. Realized who I am and then I done became a target.
Stock EQ.
Feel like I'm a joke.
Elijah says he's not here yet. He's in Philly. He's not there yet. He's in Philly for the holidays. Well, we miss you, Lige. Happy holidays, my guy. Say hi to your family. I never met your family. Apparently, they met Lou, though. I'm really glad that you're making moves.
Real, bro. Sorry I missed the cereal party.
Did you hear that? Do you want to say that again?
So sorry I missed the cereal party, bro. So sad.
Did you eat that cereal before you left?
Be lying if I tell you I ain't got no problem. I'ma beat the odds, run out that money.
Here is this. I'm hearing this resonance, and I want to get it out.
Eat in front of me while I was starving. Realized who I am and then I done became a target. Feel like I'm a Joker out in Gotham.
I don't even know yet how.
Be lying if I tell you I ain't got no problem. I'ma beat the odds, run out that money regardless. I let him eat in front of me while I was starving. Realized who I am and then I done became a target. Feel like I'm a Joker out in Gotham.
I don't even know yet how you gon' question my logic. I'm gonna make sure I go out like Rockies.
Mama, your pride that she sent jumped out the cockpit. Yeah, told you I'ma go make us a mountain.
Where is it?
And if I tell you I ain't got no problem, I'ma beat the odds, run out that money regardless. I let him eat in front of me while I was starving. Realized who I am and then I done became a target. Feel like I'm a Joker out in Gotham.
I don't even know yet how you gon' question my logic. I'm gonna make sure I go out like Rockies.
Mama, your pride that she sent jumped out the cockpit. Yeah, told you I'ma go make us a mountain.
This one right here for the ones who doubt it. We coming from a gram up to the ounces. I can tell you how I did and how I found it. I got money third party that's accounted. Standing tall, I'm a stand-up kind of guy. I see the bank me and the money eye to eye.
Hallelujah, I've been praying to my God. I'd be lying if I tell you I ain't got no problem. I'd be lying if I tell you anything but true. I took a bet on me, I see it through. Yeah, I might get some scars on the way, but no, it's up.
This is a free de-esser. Actually, it's really great, even if you don't pay for
Be
it.
lying if I tell you I ain't got no problem. I'ma beat the odds, run out that money regardless. I let him eat in front of me while I was starving. Realized who I am and then I done became a target. Feel like I'm a Joker out in Gotham.
I don't even know yet how you gon' question my logic.
There's some low mid stuff going on.
Like Rockies.
Mama, your pride that she sent jumped out the cockpit. Yeah, told you I'ma go make us a mountain. And if I tell you I ain't got no problem, I'ma beat the odds, run out that money regardless. I let him eat in front of me while I was starving. Realized who I am and then I done became a target.
What up, Chase?
Feel like I'm a Joker out in Gotham.
Thanks for joining us.
Know yet how you gon' question my logic. I'm gonna make sure I go out like Rockies.
Mama, your pride that she sent jumped out the cockpit.
We're gonna do I don't want to do too much more than that for now. We're just gonna leave it like that for now. And then I'm gonna change this up to my personal settings.
Lying if I tell you I ain't got no problem. I'ma beat the odds, run out that money regardless. I'll let them eat in front of me while
Let's mess with these ad libs.
not done but
We're gonna mess with these. There's 2 layers of these, so I'm probably gonna do. This is a free plugin as well. Probably a little bit harder pan as well, and then do some R comp.
lying if I tell you I ain't got no problem. I'ma beat the odds, run out that money regardless. I'll let them eat in front of me while I was starving. Realize who I am and then I done became a target. Feel like I'm a joker out in Gotham. I don't even know yet how you gon' question my logic. I'm gonna make sure I go out like rock.
We also want to do the follow the pan. Usually I leave it on.
Lying if I tell you I ain't got no problem. I'ma beat the odds, run out that money regardless. I'll let them eat in front of me. Hallelujah, I've been praying to my
What is the stack? I don't remember the stack.
Lying if I tell you I ain't got no problem. Standing tall. Bank me in. Been praying.
Oh, this is gonna be dope. Okay, so we're gonna do we're gonna go with the chorus on the low end one.
I ain't got no problem. Standing tall, I'm a stand up kind of guy. I see the bank me and the money eye to eye. Hallelujah, I've been praying to my God. I be lying if I tell you I ain't got no problem. Tell you I ain't got no problem. Standing tall, I'm a stand up kind of guy. I see the bank me and the money eye to eye. Hallelujah, I've been praying to my God. I be lying if I tell you I ain't got no problem. Tell you I ain't got no problem. Standing tall, I'm a stand up kind of guy. I see the bank me and the money eye to eye. Hallelujah, I've been praying to my God. I be lying if I tell you I ain't got no problem.
Okay, now we're gonna bring the beat back in, and we gotta keep this dirty too, because the original was super dirty.
From a gram up to the ounces, I can tell you how I did and how I found it. I got money, third party doesn't count it. Standing tall, I'm a stand up kind of guy. I see the bank me and the money eye to eye. Hallelujah, I've been praying to my God. I be lying if I tell you I got no problem. I be lying if I tell you anything but true. I took a bet on me, I see it through. I might get some scars on the way, but no, it's up. I done seen the vision remain solid, now it's still.
What up, Chase? Thanks for joining us. It's good to see you. We gotta catch up sometime again.
Only thing I vouch for is that money in my blood. I was so fucked up, she told me I was hard to love. Standing tall, I'm a stand up kind of guy. I see the bank me and the money eye to eye. Hallelujah, I've been praying to my God. I be lying if I tell you I got no problem. All
right, now we're gonna dirty this up. How do we dirty this up? We needed to do because the original was super dirty here, and we've already gotten it really, really dirty. So we're gonna make this even dirtier. And I'm probably my goal is to make it from the mix bus. And we're gonna make this green, make this blue. Sorry, I just had to have it. Also, talking about earlier, you missed it. We were talking 10, 20 minutes ago. I think you barely just missed it. We were talking about just a brief amount. We were talking about Leslie, and Chase was also Chase is also part of that Leslie fam. When we did, Chase was in the same group as I during our mix with the masters. The first one that Leslie did. About 2-3 years ago, which it's crazy how long it's been now. Chase is an awesome producer. Chase has some of the best bars that I've ever heard in my life. Really great rapper, poet. I don't know what the correct word is. Great engineer as well. Great person. So thanks for joining us. Really honored to have you here, bro. Okay, my first instinct is to just soft clipper. I do have standard clip. Standard clip. So Massey Golden Master soft clipper is gonna have a little bit more creamy clipping, saturation more relatively like lower mid-range stuff. You'll hear like the more fizzy, where like the standard clip tends to be more like staticky. I don't know how else to explain this. I just like the tone of this one more.
It's like the T-Rack clipper compared to that.
So that's the Massey. I'm gonna put it the standard. I don't know what the T-Rack one. I've never used a T-Rack one.
Yeah.
See, it's like a lot harder versus like it's creamier. Let's go to Pro.
This one right here for the ones who doubt it. We coming from a gram up to the ounces. I can tell you how I did and how I found it. I got money third party that's accounting. Standing tall, I'm a stand-up kind of guy. I see the bank, me and the money out of eye. Hallelujah, I've been praying to my God.
Actually, that sounds good too. Hold on, subtle.
Mama, your pad that she sent jumped out the cockpit. Told you I was gonna make us a mountain. This one right.
Like I shouldn't be subtle with this stuff. Also, we need to put the Pultec on here. It's like
Like Rockies, mama, your pad that she sent jumped out the cockpit. Told you I was gonna make us a mountain. This one right here for the ones who doubt it. We coming from a gram up to the ounces. I can tell you how I did and how I found it. I got money third party that's accounting. Standing tall, I'm a stand-up kind of guy.
so like the art of like clipping is honestly it's more of an art form than it is anything technical. Like we're just like, oh, that's distorting nice. Like that's what we're going by.
Mama, your pad that she sent jumped out the cockpit. Told you I was gonna make us a mountain. This one right here for the ones who doubt.
And every bone in my body is like, this is so wrong. This is just so wrong, but it's so right, you know? I'll probably back it off a touch. Everybody, warning now. Volume's coming up. Turn down your volumes.
This one right here for the ones who doubt it. We coming from a gram up to the ounces.
Yeah, it's like pumping a bit too much. I'm gonna turn this down a pitch.
I got money third party that's accounting. Standing tall, I'm a stand-up kind of guy. I see the bank, me and the money out of eye. Hallelujah, I've been praying to my God. I be lying if I tell you I got no problem. I be lying if I tell you anything but truth. I took a bet on me, I see it through. I might get some scars on the way, but no, it's up. I done seen the vision remain solid, now it's stuck. Like Rockies, mama, that she sent jumped out the cockpit.
Here's the original.
Told you I was gonna make us a mountain. This one right here for the ones who doubt it. From a gram up to the ounces. I can tell you how I did and how I found it. I got money third party that's accounting.
One.
Standing tall, I'm a stand-up kind of guy. I see the bank, me and the money out of eye. Hallelujah, I've been praying to my God. I be lying if I tell you I got no problem. I be lying if I tell you anything true. I took a bet on me, I see it through. I might get some scars on the way, but no, it's up. I done seen the vision remain solid, now it's stuck. We just walked up in that bitch, you better know. Like Rockies, mama, your pad that she sent jumped out the cockpit. Told you I was gonna make us a mountain. This one right here for the ones out it. We coming from a gram up to the ounces. I can tell you how I did and how I found it.
There's really no way to make this sound good. Like, and the point of it is not to make it sound good. So that sounds dope enough. And I think it's just supposed to end. There's not even a fade out on this one. And so that's the end of this one. We're gonna bounce it out, and hopefully he likes it. It's just with this creative stuff. Nah, sounds good. Thanks, Benny. Appreciate that, Benny. Thanks for helping me feel less insecure. All right, we're gonna which one was that one? Stand-up kind of guy. All right, we're gonna do one more. Last one tonight. We're gonna do a slower one. We're gonna do the unless we're gonna do the mastering one. No, I have two more that I'm gonna do here. We're gonna do these two. So these two, he has rough mixes from somebody else, and he only gave me like the rough mixes, so I only have the stereo file. So we're probably just gonna do one of those two, if not those two. I think I already did them before. I just need to finalize them. That's what I'm gonna do. So on this one's called Stand Up Guy. Lucid. Yeah, we're gonna play from the top. This is just one of those ragers. Like, you're supposed to blast this and like rage to it. Like, think punk rock but in hip hop.
Standing tall, I'm a stand-up kind of guy. I see the bank, me and the money eye to eye. Hallelujah, I've been praying to my God. I'd be lying if I tell you I got no problem. I'ma beat the odds, run up that money regardless. I let them eat in front of me while I was starving. Realize who I am and then I done became a target. Feel like I'm a Joker out in Gotham. I don't even know yet how you gon' question my logic. I'ma make sure I go out like rockets. Mama on your pad that she sent jumped out the cockpit. Told you I'ma go make us a mountain. This one right here for the ones who doubt it. We coming from a gram up to the ounces. I can tell you how I did it, how I found it. I got money, third party, that's accounting. Standing tall, I'm a stand-up kind of guy. I see the bank, me and the money eye to eye. Hallelujah, I've been praying to my God. I be lying if I tell you I got no problem. I be lying if I tell you.
Actually, hold on. Let me turn up those ad-libs. Sorry, I'm sorry. I've zoned out. Let me turn up these ad-libs. These ad-libs need to come up.
Standing tall, I'm a stand-up kind of guy. I see the bank, me and the money.
Yeah, that's much better. Those ad-libs needed to come up.
I'ma face my fear. I'ma face my Standing tall, I'm a stand-up kind of guy. I see the bank, me and the money eye to eye. Hallelujah, I've been praying to my God. I'd be lying if I tell you I got no problem. I'ma beat the odds, run up that money regardless. I let them eat in front of me while I was starving. Realize who I am and then I done became a target. Feel like I'm a Joker out in Gotham. I don't even know yet how you gon' question my logic. I'ma make sure I go out like rockets. Mama on your pad that she sent jumped out the cockpit. Told you I'ma go make us a mountain. This one right here for the ones who doubt it. We coming from a gram up to the ounces. I can tell you how I did and how I found it. I got money, third party, that's accounting. Standing tall, I'm a stand-up kind of guy. I see the bank, me and the money eye to eye. Hallelujah, I've been praying to my God. I be lying if I tell you I got no problem. I be lying if I tell you anything but true. I took a bet on me, I see it through. I might get some scars on the way, but no, it's up. I done seen the vision remain solid, now it's stuck. We just walked up in that bitch, you better now sauce. Tryna say my name, I vouch for them like vouch for. Only thing I vouch for is that money in my blood. I was so fucked up, she told me I was hard to love. Standing tall, I'm a stand-up kind of guy. I see the bank, me and the money eye to eye. Hallelujah, I've been praying to my God. I'd be lying if I tell you I got no problem. Standing tall, I'm a stand-up kind of guy. I see the bank, me and the money eye to eye. Hallelujah, I've been praying to my God. I'd be lying if I tell you I got no problem.
Alrighty. Nice one. All right, we're going to listen to these stereo files and then we're going to call it a night. All right, let me move this into there. All right. Okay. Sweet. We're going to go into the last two songs. These ones should be cleaner. Again, they were mixed by someone else, but he wanted me to master them. I call it mixing a 2-track. I'm not really mastering it. I'm mixing a 2-track, and that sounds different. I mix a 2-track. Oh, there's the dogs again. Look at that. You get a moment of the dogs. Oh, wait, you get a couple moments. Look at that, doggies. Look at that. That's so perfect. It's the goat rap. Oh, there's his butthole. Oh, he's drunk. Look at that red face. Is he drunk? I don't know, but there's a bone here. Where's the Sheba? There's the Sheba. Right there. There's the There's a little corgi. The Sheba's not in this one. Yeah, literally the Sheba's not in this one. Oh, that's so sad. Alright, we're gonna pull this up. Alright, I think I already did them. Here's the original ones. We can listen to this again. Here's the original one. Let me make sure. Fatal Attraction and Questions. Yep, so these two are it. So here's the original. So I'll just like listen to this.
Look how far I've came. I'm still rolling.
I think I can do better.
I'll never love you the same.
I think I could do better than that, especially with these speakers. I mean, it's better, but I think I could still do better. So I'm going to put that, I'm going to duplicate that. I'm going to make this small here. Put this down. I'm going to do it again.
When I think of you, I feel emotion. Look how far I've came. I'm still rolling. I'll never love you the same, but I'm hoping. When I think of you, I feel emotion. Look how far I've came. I'm still rolling. I'll never love you the same, but I'm hoping. I'll take a shot to brain for the moment.
Alright, I'm just going to do this real quick. This is like a super quick process. So.
Anything that if it feels good, feels good. Look how I change my life. Guarantee that this shit feeling real good, real good. Rest in peace to Rosie, that's my grandma. They ain't talking money, that's not grandma. They don't want free bro right out that slammer. Waking up, they're putting me on camera. When I think of you, I feel emotion. Look how far I've came. I'm still rolling. I'll never love you the same, but I'm hoping.
Yeah, get that out of there.
I'll take a shot to brain for
Go up here.
if it feels good, I do anything that if it feels good, feels good. Look how I change my life. Guarantee that this shit feeling real good, real good. Rest in peace to Rosie, that's my grandma. They ain't talking money, that's not grandma. They don't want free bro right out that slammer. Waking up, they're putting me on camera.
Go pull
I get this shit out, it's so simple.
Oh, wrong one.
I'm letting go cause I need to. You're holding on. When I think of you, I feel emotion.
I mean, just hear the difference when I turn it on and off.
Look how far I've came. I'm still rolling.
Yeah, it has color.
I'll never love you the same, but I'm hoping. I'll take a shot to brain for the moment. If it feels good, I do anything that if it feels good, feels good. Look how I change my life. Guarantee that this shit feeling real good, real good. Rest in peace to Rosie, that's my grandma. They ain't talking money, that's not grandma. They don't want free bro right out that slammer. Waking up, they're putting me on camera.
We're going to do this too. Just a little bit more punch here. We're going to do this.
When I think of you, I feel emotion.
I don't want to do too much.
How far I've
In fact, instead of this, I might just do this. I might do some saturation instead. Vintage tape.
I'll take a shot.
Hopefully help keep the punch here. All these down first.
Think of you, I feel emotion. Look how far I've came. I'm still rolling. I'll never love you the same, but I'm hoping. I'll
need that purple. What? It didn't do it. No. There it is.
I think of you, I feel emotion. Look how far I've came, I'm still rolling. I'll never love you the same, but I'm hoping I'll take a shot. I think of.
So you asked. Say that in mic.
What is the difference between like the Oxford limiter and the Oxford inflator?
So the difference between Oxford inflator versus Oxford limiter. So the limiter is a limiter. Inflator is this weird one knob type saturation thing. So it like makes it louder, but it's not just saturation. It's like an EQ curve as well. It's like 3 different things in one. And the point of the inflator is just to make it feel louder.
I think of you.
So here's what we just did now.
I think of you.
So here's the original.
Look how
This is what I did in Studio B with Callies.
I'm still rolling. I'll never love you the same.
It sounds dark. Damn it.
I think
I think I'm just going to go with... Here's what we're going to do. I think I'm just going to go with... I don't think this is it. I think it's a little bit too bright. But I'm going to start with this.
think of you, I feel emotion. Look how far I've came, I'm still rolling. I'll never love you the same, but I'm hoping
Much more excited.
I'll take a shot to bring.
And that's what happens.
If it feels good, I do anything that if it feels good.
Oh, we gotta do it in purple mode.
In my life, guarantee that this shit feeling real good, real good. Rest in peace to Rosie, that's my grandma. They ain't talking money, that's not grandma. They don't want free bro right out that slammer. Wait.
And that's how it goes. And now we're gonna print this. Boom, boom, boom. This is called I ended up using the one that I did before, and that's what happens every single time. What did I say earlier when it's like you go back to mix one? Always.
See, but you had to hear that one to then go back to that one, and then
Yeah.
you even fix it a little bit more. So.
Exactly. You go back to realize that you did it right the first time, so it's not actually a bad path. To go down the wrong path means that you know for sure that that was the wrong path, and that was worth knowing. Because now you can go down the right path with full confidence.
When I think of you, I feel emotion. Look how far I've came, I'm still rolling. I'll never love you the same, but I'm hoping I'll take a shot to bring for the moment. If it feels good, I do anything that if it feels good. Look at how I change my life. Guarantee that this shit feeling real good, real good. Rest in peace to Rosie, that's my grandma. They ain't talking money, that's not grandma. They don't want free bro right out that slammer. Waking up to putting me on camera. I get this shit out, it's so simple. I'm letting go cause I need to. You're holding on cause you need to. They're changing colors like leaves do. I seen the good and the evil. Already know that I miss you.
It's inherently gonna have to sound different than the original, like it's like a little bit brighter, a little bit more nasally than the ones that I originally mixed.
Pocket got a whole lot of dead man. Sad man, sad man, sad man. To be frank, I am not hearing what they said, man. Whole lot of loot.
He doesn't really have like a master to like completely change the mix. It's just like little enhancements. So
They can't fit my shoes.
thank you so much.
A lot of us, and it's none of you. Yeah, stand by. Yeah, I call my bro and yeah, he ready, he on standby. Big chopper stick and it's gon' pull up like a drive-by. Went up for that bitch, I hit one time and waving bye-bye. When I think of you, I feel emotion. Look how far I've came, I'm still rolling. take a shot to the brain for the moment. Whoa, if it feels good, feels good. I do anything that if it feels good, feels good. Whoa, whoa. Look how I change my life. Guarantee that this shit feeling real good, real good.
Oh, the acoustic panels? Yeah, those are good. And they're cheap. Yeah. Well, relatively cheap. So, I mean, they're like less than $200 for a pair. So, relatively cheap. All right, y'all. We have one more, and then we're done. Wish us luck on this one.
I shoot at you, going out, big, hit my other two. I got this devil sick that not gon' check. Hit with them weird nigga that not gon' check. Rather that check too much, got one of that well. Try to know my way, this shit done set. I shoot at you, going out, big, hit my other two. I got this devil sick that not gon' check. Hit with them weird nigga that not gon' check. Rather that check too much, got one of that well. Try to know my way, this shit done set. I shoot at you, going out, big, hit my other two. I got this devil sick that not gon' check. Hit with them weird nigga that not gon' check.
Yeah, I'm not going to do much. And here we go. And we're done for tonight. Thank you so much for visiting us. We're going to do some questions and kind of do like an ending. But I'm not going to spend too much more on this stuff. Questions. Lucid. Oh, I should have also named the other one DK Master. I should not have taken credit for this one. I'm going to change the file right now. Mixing, Lucid Kai. Y'all want to see the real test? This is why they pay me the big bucks. You ready for this? Right, hold on. Oh, no, okay.
Bring him to hell. Bring him to hell. We giving him hell. Yeah. Chopping the onion. Chopping the onion. We can't hang. Who was there when they really tried to count me out? Who was there when
it's because it's so late at night. I think that's what it is. Thanks for following, Matthew Key. Appreciate the follow.
Simon said, keep it low. Sniper beam with a scope. She a fiend, give a hope. In a dream, but I'm woke. Alright, question. Yes, I do. She get mad quick with her attitude. I got shooters, boy. They might shoot at you. Going out.
It's too late at night. I think I'm just tired.
I got the devil sick that not gon' chill. Hey, with them red nigga, they not gon' chill. Running that check too much, got one of that well. Try to know my way, this shit done sell.
I'm too tired. I can't do this. Usually I do such a good job with this. Nope. I can do this. I can do this one time before the end of the stream. Here we go. No, I missed the... Ooh, I know why I did that too. No.
It gives you 10 seconds.
Gosh, only 85.
Never. It's impossible. Feel you, Benny. I'm rooting for him. Every word I'm getting.
No! 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 I'm so close.
Every time I see red, I just get sad. Whoa.
Don't push it. Don't pressure me. You pressure me. No, here we go. Oh, I had it too. Ah! Okay, if I don't get this in the next 2 tries, I'm out. Okay. That didn't count. That one didn't count either. Okay, this one's good. Nope, that didn't count either. Nope, that didn't count either.
Okay. Yes, sir.
107. 107.
That's fire.
Still
out
not
with a
my
bang.
best, but I at least got it. There's some
I would be
big
talking
words
with
on
the
that
two
one.
fingers like
Look at that. This solid increase into it. I went faster over time.
EQ.
Nah, okay, there you go. There's the W, Benny. Damn, Benny, there's the W. There's the W on a 10-second sprint. That's what I do for fun, because I'm a nerd. Also, I'm gonna live stream. So next month I'm buying a new keyboard.
Oh yeah. What was the website for those keyboards again?
For this specific company. Next month I'm buying let me turn off the light so you can actually see it. Next month I'm buying a new keyboard. Can you see it? Next month I'm buying a new keyboard and it's going to be purple based. In fact, I already have the keycaps coming. Check this out. No, it's different people. I'll show you an image of exactly what it is. On my Instagram, you go to saved. And this is the exact setup that I'm going to do. It is this one here. Without the wrist rest. This wrist rest and mouse pad is not part of it. But it's going to be... See the purple... Oh, there's Matt. I just zoomed in on Matt on accident. That wasn't high quality. So it's dark purple with inside is blue words. And then it's light lavender with like salmon pink lettering on the inside. And then I have this case. It's... the case is going to be acrylic like that. So it's going to be clear. So the LEDs are going to like fly out from it. I wonder if I have a picture of something like that. Like of a keyboard. Here you go. So yeah, so the keyboard's gonna like glow like this. Doesn't it look cool? This is just one of my hobbies. I'm just an enthusiast. I love keyboards. Because it's like the one thing that I'm doing constantly. I'm always in front of a computer. So, on that note, we're going to go back to this mode. Thank you so much for joining us, Matt. Matthew Key. Oh, that's you, Matt. What up, Matt? Say hi to Matt, everybody. Thanks, Matt. Go. Well, I recommend it. Getting a new keyboard that you're really proud of is also like, it's just one of those accessories that you just use every day, no matter what you do. And it's nice to have something that you feel good about. And it's something so small you don't really think about it, but it can add a lot of personality into a keyboard. And yeah, so there's that. Anyway, we're going to call it a night. That's it for tonight. We're really glad for anybody to think. Riley, ending thoughts.
Don't overthink it. If it sounds good, it sounds good.
Don't
There's no
overthink it.
formula to it.
It sounds good, sounds good. No formula to it. And last but not least, hold on, we can't end on this song. We're going to end on this song. Everybody have a great night. Happy mixing, my friends. And stay saucy.
Saucy.
Thanks for reaching 300 followers today. One more time, we're going to do the 300 follower dance.
What we got now? Let's see. 304. We got 304 now.
Jumping in my bottles, dancing, I don't care.
400, I'll go crazy.
where we wanna go.
Chilling at 300.
When we look at the clouds, I see ya. When the sun's coming out, I'm thinking of you. When the rain's coming down, you know what to do. So when the bottles emerge, let's jump in. La 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 la. La 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 la. Keep your one.
Trying to like spin my hips the opposite direction as my hands. Matt says, waiting for Riley to dance.
Questions, let your imagination grow.
That's for you, Matt. Hit the little pop smoke on your ass.
I don't mind at all.
Just for you, bro.
Getting messy
You're
on
welcome.
the mud, we brush it off. Coloring with feelings, we can learn to draw. With our boots, we can go where we wanna go. When we look at the clouds, I see ya. When the sun's coming out, I'm thinking of you. When the rain's coming down, you know what to do. So when the bottles emerge,
Thanks for joining, everybody. Appreciate everybody that stayed through. Again, if you're a subscriber, we got some chats. We got some
Thank you.
emojis
was
in the
fun.
chat, so check us out. We got some new emojis in the chat for everybody that's subscribed. We got a DK head, we got a mixed music, Naruto Sai, a Kakyoin Shock. We got a bunch of new emojis for anybody that's subscribed to the server. If you want to check me out on the gram, you want to check out my podcast. We have over 150 episodes specifically about mixing and business and music business, so go check out the podcast. I know some people are already listening. Appreciate y'all. We're on YouTube as well. I have some stuff on YouTube. All of these live streams, even the past live streams, are all on YouTube. Come check us out. Let's see, what else am I trying to... But that's it. Everybody, have a great night. Riley, thanks for staying the entire night.
Yes, sir. Thank you all for having me. That was good vibes. Very fun.
And
Learned
happy
a lot.
mixing, my friends. And stay saucy.
Yes, sir.